Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom. Give us one moment to check the feed.
Pull it out. Shalom. 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 That shit hard.
Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
Brothers of Great Millstone Charlotte. Back another week to bring another lesson through the spirit of power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Alright, before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors as always to the apostles and elders who rule well and teach well. Peace, blessings, and mercy to the house of David, Habayah, Dawadah, the host elect. Alright, to you we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Alright, like
This is the book of Habakkuk. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Right, and that's what we're doing. What are we watching for? We're watching for the signs. You see the signs of the destruction of this society, which is America, spiritual Babylon the Great, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
Right? We're looking for the destruction and ultimately what? The salvation of our nation.
Right.
Okay?
It said, measured out the time, right? This is 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the times past, which I told thee before, then thou shalt understand that at the very same time wherein the eyes will begin to visit the world which you made, that's what we see. We see the prophecy come to pass. You know? And how do you watch it? It says, turn your watchtower. Line up prophecies, what was going on in the world. You know? Right.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. And I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2. The Lord Yahweh Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Right, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. Alright, the prophecy, the understanding of these prophecies that's written in these scriptures, you see? Because contrary to popular belief, there are men on the planet right now who are teaching 100% truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Right? And those teachers are giving out the word correctly. You see?
Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run and read it.
Right. Run from what? The sad perils that's written in the scriptures, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. And ultimately what? The destruction of 2/3. You want to escape that judgment. You see? But you have to understand the precepts. You have to be supping with the spirit of Yahweh Shai to get that understanding. To have the Rakakadash. You see? Keep going.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right, the vision is for an appointed time, right? And when you measure the times diligently, as the brother had read in 2nd Ezra 9, right, we can see that these are the times that we're in. You see, we're in the times of perils, we're in the time of destruction, the time of famine. Matter of fact, bro, if you get that 2nd Ezra 15.
2nd Ezra 15:1. Second Ezra 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
The people that's being referred to, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's right. The nation of Israel. These are the people of the Most High. Keep going.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh. Verse 2. And cause them to be written in papers, for they are faithful and true.
But this word is faithful and true. You see, a lot of our people have a misconception of these scriptures, and they think that this is just a fairy tale. You see, when this is a living book, where things that were written aforetime are literally coming to pass before our very eyes. Right? This word that was written aforetime is faithful and true, and it's living and breathing as we speak, man.
And which is being manifest through the prophets.
That's right.
I got a quick precept. All right, this is Jeremiah 29 and verse 12 down to 15. And it reads, Jeremiah 29 verse 12, it says, then you shall call upon me, and you should go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And it tells you that in what? Baruch, 2nd chapter, that in the land of thy captivity, that the people should remember themselves. Right? It says, verse 13, and you shall seek me and find me when you shall search for me with all your heart. Verse 14, and I will be found of you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will turn away your captivity. And that's what's happening now. That's why all of this shit is hitting the fan of Babylon. Right? Because the Lord said it, well, he's going to turn back our captivity. This is the time of the deliverance of the elect. It says, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places, whether I have driven you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and I will bring you again into the place which I caused you to be carried away captive. The point. Verse 15, Jeremiah 29 and 15. Because you have said, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have raised us up prophets in Babylon. So the prophets are back in Babylon, America today. All right? The prophets are old, are here today, man. Prophesying the scriptures, giving you the truth, declaring the end of this war, man. You know?
Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass.
And hey, he's lining up with the elder brothers speaking on, man. The former things come to pass. Slavery, captivity, going astray, not knowing who we are. But the Lord is doing what? He's brought us back to our true state, which is under the law, statutes, and commandments from the Spirit called Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Keep going.
Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare.
The new things I declare, and what is that? The prophecies, man. That's what we're speaking on. The new things that we declare is the downfall of Babylon the Great, man. This is what you see taking place, man. All the prophets are being made manifest in these last days, man. You got the famine of food, the pestilence. You got the Crown Royale. It's still out here. You got all these different things with the FRNs crashing, the MOTB at an all-time high rise. What this man's about to do, a transition of currency. So everything that we're declaring through the spirit power of Yahweh Yahushai is being brought forth to the light. Keep going.
It's Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealed the secret to his servants the prophets.
And that's what the Lord has done, man. The Lord has done what? He brought the secrets back to the servants the prophets. The ones that we know from the beginning. He bestowed back into them the truth, the light, which is Yahweh Shai. You read in John 16 and 13, he said the truth, it said the truth shall come forth and guide you to all, it said the light shall come forth and guide you to all truth, which is Yahweh Shai, man. And that's what you see it take place. You finish that and pass it back to the brother.
Isaiah 41 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
And that's the job of a prophet. Before these things spring forth, before they start being made manifest, we have to tell you, because we're what? Prophesying, man. Prophesy means what to say before. So we're telling you before this shit hit the fan that this is the time you need to be getting right with your power, man. The scripture said, make no terror to turn to the Lord, man.
Look them out.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15. Speaking of the Israelites, but don't want this, don't want to repent. Speaking of the brothers, man. Most I say, I will return to my place till they acknowledge the offense and seek my face. So, you men of the Lord, preach and teach. I tell you, repent. Y'all don't want to hear. So most I saying, he gonna turn to his place. And in their affliction, which means, you know, when all hell breaks loose, and the damn Edomites and all put all this affliction and pain and sword on you, and then you're gonna seek the Most High early. You're gonna seek his face. Because you're gonna be seeking the men of the Lord. You be trying to get the scriptures. What them guys name? GMS, what? Y'all be trying to seek the men of the Lord and the scriptures. And try to get on the Lord's side then. But a bunch of it, it's gonna be too late. Only the elect are gonna be saved at the last trump.
You talk about certain time on it,
Right.
This is Matthew 12 and 39. And he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign,
Right.
to Lord out here telling people like, look, man, this is the time for you to repent. Things ain't going the way you think it's gonna go. And if you are wise, you will get yourself together before shit hits the fan. These people don't actually see things falling away like how we're saying. You know?
They can still enjoy these quote unquote liberties that they have. They can still go out to eat. They can still go and have adultery. They can still commit all the sin and wickedness that they can. You know? And they don't give a fuck.
It says the evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. So if you are wise, you will take the prophet Jonas as a reason for you to get yourself together, because if you go off of history of the scriptures, the Lord always took the prophet
Jesus saves!
Before that kingdom. All right?
He loves you guys.
Jeremiah 28 and 8 to back up that point. Jeremiah 28 and 8. Because, hey, the prophets, as the brother had just read, the prophets were set up as a sign, man. When the prophets came on the scene, that was no joke. You know, that was a sign of like, look, the Lord is dealing, and he's about to deal viciously, man. Let's see what the prophets of old did. Right there,
Jeremiah 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old,
Jesus
prophesied
saves!
both against many countries, that against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Of war, of evil, and pestilence.
Jesus
Prophesied against many great
saves!
kingdoms. The Assyrian,
This is what happens, church, when you don't come
the
out.
Babylonian kingdom,
When the light won't come out.
Egyptians, right? And now
This is what
here we
comes
are,
out.
present day
Right there
Babylon,
behind.
spiritual
Dark.
Babylon, America. You see?
Light and darkness
And we're
came out
prophesying
in
the
the same
same
place.
things as our forefathers
The
did.
church would come out.
War, evils,
Guess what?
pestilence,
They would
right?
flee.
And we see that
They will
happening
flee with
before
their
us, man.
heresy, their damnable
You see?
heresy.
And we're not reading
That
of
they
our own
preach.
accord. We're reading out of the
This
scriptures.
is a hate group.
You see, and anyone
They wanna be
that has
called
an understanding,
Hebrew
that has
Israelites,
ears, let him hear.
called
You see that this is what's going on.
Themselves Hebrew.
You see, it
But
doesn't
they
take
are
much to go
sinners
ahead
in need
and
of a
see
Savior.
that these scriptures
They
are
need
fake.
Jesus
And
Christ.
the Lord
Jesus
said
Christ
in
is
2
anybody
Ezra
else.
15 that he was going to
So
smite.
look at him.
He said he was going to
I want
smite
y'all to
Egypt
see
again as the plagues as before.
Good.
So all of those calamities
So
are
now the
pleased unto
Hebrew
Babylon.
Israelite, so-called
The economy is out of there.
they're practicing witchcraft.
The morality
Look,
is
they
out
got
of there.
sage burning.
All right.
They got incense
People
burning.
don't believe in the system no more. Everything is dying.
That's
It tells you in
witchcraft.
Isaiah 19. That
What they say, their prayers going to be heard if they light this incense and that sage.
So ultimately, what America is losing.
Well, they think
man.
that's going to keep away the
Right?
demons.
Hey, this is the end.
Ain't nothing going to
Right,
keep
we
away
were
the
talking
demons
about
but
that
the
last
blood
night.
of Jesus.
A lot of these people know
This
that
is
the
a hate
economy
group
is
in our
finished,
city.
but they're gonna-
Jesus
they just
Christ
wanna live out the
is a
rest of their
loving
life.
Lord. He loves everybody.
Right.
This is the
Right.
black KKK. They hate.
Right.
These people
Jesus
so
loves.
They really think this is going to be 2008 all over again.
Right.
No, it's not. No, it's going to get worse. Than
Jesus
People
loves you, young
understand.
ladies.
But they still out here partying, doing the bullshit they do. Hey, the days of Noah, right?
And we're a hate group because we're just telling you the truth.
That's it.
What's the scripture say? Have I become your enemy? As I
Right,
tell you the truth. All we doing is speaking up facts. We ain't bringing nothing.
That
out
ain't no
that's
truth.
We coming out of the Bible. We bringing up articles
Jesus
that
Christ
you just
died
so-called
for
presidents
every
and
man.
your
Black,
politicians
white,
are telling
Latino,
you. And we coming out
Japanese.
the scriptures.
No, you're not.
But the Lord, hey,
The devil can
It's
quote
the spirit.
scripture.
It's the spirit too.
Just because you quote
Lessons been
scripture,
going out about how 2/3 niggas gotta go, man.
Yep.
2/3.
It ain't no hope for these 2/3 niggas, man. They're the one that's holding us back. Right. They want to stay here in Babylon, man. They want to continue to worship the so-called
And
white
to
man.
example of that, you had them damn the Black Lives Matter dudes, people that was messing with IUIC 2 days ago, man. You know, them dudes, we don't condone what they did. So
The guy in the blue right there.
Right.
But they was
when
the
the
teaching
dude
the
needed
word.
to
What
fight.
happened, man? They got
Fractured
all on
my
their
ankle.
face. That was, pretty much telling the
Him
police
and the
that
guy
they don't
that's
get them
talking
out
right
there.
there.
They got people coming and move them out the way.
That was his
man.
success.
Hey, these the niggas that strengthen the hand of evildoers, man.
Right.
Right? That's why the scriptures tell you, Isaiah 13, hey, though they join hand in hand,
Oh, okay.
you're going to be
Good to see you,
thrust
Tom.
through.
Right.
Oh, I thought you was with them.
No,
That's it.
I'm over here.
Oh.
Look, I heard your voice. I turned around after you walked the field.
I'll talk to you.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, we want Caesar's aren't Caesar. We want Caesar.
Hey,
These
give
aren't
me that in Jeremiah. Pray not for these people.
How can a man be born again?
Give me that real quick.
Excuse me, I have a question. How can a man be born again?
Give me that real quick.
Do you not hear my question? Why you out here? Why you out here in public?
Read it loud.
If I can't ask you a question, yeah, get your man voice up.
The book of Jeremiah.
We can't hear you
chapter
louder.
11,
Louder.
Verse 14.
Your God don't hear you.
Therefore, not pray for these people.
Don't
Neither
pray
lift
for
up
me.
a cry or a prayer
Don't
for
pray
them.
for
See, when
me.
niggas like this get shot in the street and get ran over.
Yeah, you've been saying that for years. I'm
We-
gonna
we-
die.
we ain't
The
praying for
Most High
niggas
gonna
like that.
kill
We
me.
ain't mourning for
I'm
niggas
still
like that.
breathing. I'm
Right?
still here.
This nigga, hey, this
Every
nigga's an
idle word.
agent, clearly.
I'm an agent.
Been scoffing and doing the work for the cops for the past, what, 8-9 years?
Yeah,
in the city?
he's been up here for a while doing that bit.
8 years.
And he know he been getting paid for it.
And Jesus Christ is played out, man.
Yeah.
Right? Read on out.
God, Jeremiah 11 and verse 14. Therefore pray not for this people, neither lift up a cry or a prayer for them.
Yep.
For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me.
Hey, when this shit hit the fan, niggas like this gonna get ate up out here in the streets,
What
man.
happens when the light don't come out?
They gonna get ramshacked.
The dark
Right?
come out. You hear me?
See, he ain't
I'm gonna
prepared.
get
He's
killed.
not spiritually
What's the
preparing
gospel?
for
Where's
the
the
economic
gospel?
crash, the
Most High gonna
transitioning
kill
for
me. They've been saying that
a
for
new
8
monetary
years.
system.
They telling you they gonna
I'm
turn the
still
lights
breathing.
out.
I'm still here preaching the same message. Amen?
Exactly.
So my whole point is, guys,
Yeah,
if the
finish
light
that.
don't come out, that's what
I will not hear them in the time that they cry to me for their trouble.
Yep.
Have I my beloved in the do my house?
Right, so that shows you that, hey, niggas are finished, man. Hey, we said we go through this all the time. The Lord, Yahweh Shai is fed up with niggas, man. Do you not see what
What's
the
the
Lord is doing with
definition of a
niggas right
nigga?
now? Right?
What's the definition of a nigga?
Like he was
You.
mocking, he was mocking how, ain't nothing happened to him. But remember, the Lord is long suffering. This is Ecclesiastes.
Definition
8:11.
of a nigger?
Because sentence against evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men
pages
is
every day,
fully
man.
perfected in the do evil.
Yeah. He real close.
It says, though a sinner do
Well,
evil
hey,
100
you got-
times,
Hey, as long as you behave yourself.
No, he ain't got. Hey, you walked over to him. I got it on camera. He came, he stood right there, he stepped out the camp, and he stood beside him.
Therefore,
So what's the
heart of
problem?
sons of
You're
men
the problem.
is fully set in
That
the
man
do
just
evil.
standing on a public
Because the Lord
sidewalk.
doesn't judge these people right away. They think because they could still do wickedness and not have nothing happen to them, the Lord's dealing with them, right?
That's right.
It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely
That's what they try to
I
do,
know that it
intimidate
shall be
you
well
and
with
bully
them that
you.
fear the Most High
You standing on a public sidewalk. This guy was back there, came and stood right beside him, and then he gonna say something foul out of his mouth, talking about you can stand right there as long as you act right. Like, who is he?
So at the end of the day,
Who is he?
And this nigga ain't gonna save nothing.
Yeah,
You want
exactly.
your question for a nigga.
Hey, these two gonna die together.
You gonna die,
Right? Go ahead, read on.
Let me get this. Let me get
You see, that's why they a hate
We're
group.
able to
This
throw
is
the
Psalms
nigger
chapter 81.
word out
verse
there.
10.
If I was in the
Are you able to throw that out there?
Hey, you calling him a nigga? Why he can't call you a nigga? Well, he ain't calling you a nigga, but he said nigga.
Psalms 81,
But you can say nigga.
verse 10.
Yep.
I am the Lord
Come on.
Yahweh thy power, which brought thee out of
Y'all
the
are
land of
fucking
Egypt.
idiots.
Open thy
Are y'all
mouth
kidding
wide,
me?
and I will fill it.
This is a
Right?
goddamn
And that's what
show.
we're telling to our people, man.
This is a hate group. This is the black
This is a
KKK.
goddamn
just,
show.
Hey, just get ready for slavery, Edomite.
Whatever, man.
If you
Are
take
you
this
kidding
word,
me?
Get ready for
Do
slavery.
you want to
Verse
actually
11.
talk about something?
But my people
or you
would
wanna
not
just
hearken
let
to
me
my
ready
voice.
for slavery, man.
And
Throw out
Israel
bullshit.
would none of
Good
me.
question.
Right? And
What are you
that's
talking
the
about?
people,
Just
man.
throw out
The
bullshit?
nation of
Or
Israel
you
here
just
it is. The
gonna...
prophets are set up to declare the prophecies.
Yep.
And niggas don't want to adhere to that.
Yep.
They want to be able to just do whatever they want to do. They want to live in this folly. They want to live in this trance that this society is
Jesus
All
saves.
right?
This is
Verse
a hate
12.
group in our city.
So I gave them unto
Jesus
their
is
own
a
heart
loving Lord.
Lust.
Jesus loves everybody.
in their own counsel.
Yep.
All right, now what did the Lord say about taking on the counsel of your own self? All right, taking the counsel that isn't of the
What
Lord.
did the Lord say
Yeah,
about
Isaiah
taking
30.
counsel?
Somebody get Isaiah 30, Bible yourself.
Bring it out.
Oh my
See,
God.
because this is the foolishness.
Bye.
Jesus
This
loves
is
you,
the
sir.
foolishness that the Most High
He
is
loves
coming
you.
to
Fucking
destroy, man.
Idiot.
You see? See, because
Y'all
this is
are
the
idiots.
problem. When the culture has fallen far away from the culture of old. See, because the culture of old, our forefathers, they had discipline.
Now look, you're going back
right?
in the
They had
back.
standards, they had morale, they had morals, they had integrity. All right? That's why we are to consider the old. All right? Because this place, as it's progressed past that, it's far away from that, man. All right? And that's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is coming to bring vengeance. That's why he's coming to bring destruction. Because this society goes contrary to his narrative.
Right. If I can make a point, why does this society never address the fact of why the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah? Why don't they ever address the fact then all the stuff that the Most High hates in the Bible, they uplift him.
Right.
All right, but we're the hate group
Why?
because we're telling you in the scriptures what the Most High hates. Nobody, these Christians never want to address that.
Hey, how the hell is there a Pride Month, man?
Yeah.
Right?
The Bible condemns homosexuality. If you like gays?
It's a humility
You
month.
like gays?
I love the gays.
The Most High
Amen.
hates their people.
All right.
Scriptures tell us that we hate what the Most High hates.
That's right.
Showing you that's why the scriptures say, why trimmest thy ways to seek love? That's a coon right
Well,
there.
that's Christianity, man.
That's the,
Christianity is all about accepting everything.
Yep.
There's no
Yep.
standing.
Amen.
Yep.
See that? That's
Yep.
why the Lord is destroying Christianity. That's why the Christian church has failed our people, man. See, the Christian church is a result of niggas like this, man.
yep.
You see? Read on. What's that?
Amos 5:14. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the Lord, the power of hosts, shall be with you as you have spoken. Hate the evil and love the good,
right.
and establish judgment in the gate.
Right, so that's the scripture. It said, hate the evil. It's a righteous thing to hate wickedness, man. And love the good. Any more out?
And establish judgment in the gate.
Right, that's us. That's why we out here, man. To establish proper judgment, to lift up the standard, pursuing to Isaiah the 13th chapter. Because our nation lacks correction.
And that's why they was scripture said they hated him and rebuked him back then.
Exactly.
And that's what we're doing is establishing a judgment that's already written in the scripture.
God.
They hated Yahweh God. Right. It says, it may be that the Lord, Yahweh, by speaking out of God's host, will be gracious to the vision of judgment.
I got a precept. I got a precept.
Jesus saves!
See, because as the scripture said, we're
Jesus
supposed to hate
saves!
people, right? But now let's see the flip side of what
Jesus
this society does. Isaiah
Christ
5:20.
loves you guys!
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. See, because what this dude is doing, he's essentially saying that he condones that, right? So essentially,
I didn't
what
say I
he's doing-
condone that.
You said that you love the gays.
I said I love the gays.
You're
Amen.
condoning it. So essentially, right? You're calling evil good.
No, sir.
All right?
Yeah, he's
No, sir.
You're calling
I'm 50 years old. I know how to say that if I
he's
believe that.
promoting this mental illness month, man.
right.
Right?
Right.
Read on.
You put darkness for light, right? Instead of light for dark, and you put light for darkness. Because here it is, we're professing the light. We're professing Yahweh Shai on the highways and byways across the four winds. All right? Whether you consider this to be a
Jesus
hate
Christ
group or
loves
not,
you guys.
this is the light. This is the true light.
I gotta shake the dust
And
off
it's
my
a
feet.
reason, and it's a reason why you niggas have to die.
Right.
All right? And it's a
Jesus
reason why
saves.
the prophets of old were hated. Because they gave the unadulterated truth.
Right.
You see? And niggas like that, that's why these niggas gotta go, man.
Right. Of course the truth is going to be hated in a world full of lies, man.
Jesus
Right, I got something real quick.
Christ loves you guys.
Sirach chapter 15, right? Sirach, yeah, they run out of gas nowadays, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
bro.
that nigga won't die, man.
Thank you. God bless.
Sirach 15 and verse 11 down to 13, right? Sirach 15 verse 11, it says, say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away, for thou oughtest not to do the things that he hateth. Verse 12, say not thou, he caused me to err, for he hath no need of a sinful man.
That's what the society do, man. You know, these damn transformers, they say that the Lord made them wrong. You know, that I'm a man trapped in a woman's body or vice versa. You know, I'm a tree.
That weirdo shit.
You're whatever, man. They said the Most High, he messed up when he made it. He thought that he messed up when he made the world. You know?
Verse 13. Exactly.
He gave them over to their own counsel.
Exactly. Sirach 15 and 13. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua hateth all abomination, and they that fear the Most High love it not.
That's abomination. That nasty shit is a pyramid to them. Come on, man.
I got one more. Sirach 12 and 6. For the Most High hated sinners. For the Most High hated sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment, man. So a lot of these, all these reprobate niggas that's running around, they're just being reserved unto that fire and destruction. You know?
Amos chapter 9, verse 10, backing up what the brother said. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Facts.
All. It didn't say a little bit, it said all the sinners. And it says what? A transgression of the law. You out here breaking the law. That nigga uplifted that nasty shit. So he was breaking the law himself. So he should be what? Put to death, man. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which says, and evil shall not overtake or prevent us. That's what these niggas say, man. They say that we can walk in our own vain imagination. We can do what the hell we want to. But when you read Romans, the first chapter, the Most High gave them over to that reprobate mind. Nigga, the brother said he gave them over to their own counsel, which what? Leads to destruction, man.
Right, just because Esau allowed you to do it doesn't mean it's all right with the Lord. And that's the mindset of the majority of our peoples. You know, that's why pursuing the Romans, the first chapter, it talks about how they worship the creature over the creator. You know, our people cling on the Esau way, the way of the serpent, the damn devil, over the Most High. Exactly. That's why the majority of our nation, 2/3 are being reserved for that fiery destruction, like it tells you in what's it, 2 Peter? You know? Yeah, that Buffalo Street area.
You heard about it, right? That was going against. Even though we don't agree with everything that we can, but it's just to show you that our people are the ones that will go against us faster.
Right. Well, ultimately, 2/3 of our people are against Yahweh Shai. What did the Lord say? He that despiseth you despiseth me. We just the messengers, man. So when you come up and do all this extra shit like you just heard out here, and essentially that guy, he's against Yahweh Shai, man. And anytime an Edomite come up here, that gas is Jacob. You know, when Esau come up and show support and wickedness, Jake get all hyped up and shit, right?
That's their God. That's
right.
If they get the stamp of approval from Esau to conduct the bullshit, they're gonna do it and they're gonna go all out.
Exactly.
See, as we was going on the top of the lesson, that's why destruction is gonna come. You see, destruction has to come. Is it not evident off of this 15-minute discussion or 15-minute rant from the dude on the opposite side that destruction is needed? I mean, look at how much. What's that scripture where it says they have made void thy law? Get that right. Because these niggas avoided proper judgment, man. You gotta precept on
This is Zephaniah 1:8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, and I will punish the princes, the king's children, and all as such are clothed in strange apparel. You know, so those that don't want to repent, those that support, you know, so-called homosexuality, you know, they're gonna be punished. You know, they're gonna be new.
Yeah, go ahead, Al.
This is 2 Ezra 15:24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith Yahweh. I will not spare them. Go your way, you children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. That's the Most High telling y'all, man, hey, y'all got to get the fuck out of here, man. Because y'all ain't gonna accept, y'all ain't gonna repent, y'all ain't gonna bow down to the true power, which is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
That word woe goes back to destruction. See that, man? Right. See, a lot of you 2/3, man, you just building your tab up to be destroyed.
That's the only remedy. That's the only remedy for Jake.
That's right.
You niggas can't pay that shit. You niggas can't pay that tab. We all have sinned and transgressed and are worthy of debt. But see, the difference between us, Lord willing, I don't want to we endure to the very end. We have a mediator in the heavens. All right, my big brother Yahweh Shai, who is constantly, right, pleading our case to the Heavenly Father. As opposed to you niggas, you niggas are gonna be here for a fucking show. Right. Jacob's trouble hits.
Yeah, I got a little bit more. Verse 26. For Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against them, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. So all these plagues that's coming in here to America, man, y'all 2/3 are gonna suffer for that, man. Right. For y'all's wickedness, and for y'all's unbelief, for y'all's despisement of the Most High, man.
The scriptures say that all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right.
See that?
Hey, Yahweh Shai said it best. He said, repent or perish. You see? Either you gonna repent and believe the gospel, or your ass just through. And that's evident a lot within the majority of our community.
Yeah, there is no in between, man. You niggas that straddle the fence, that's got the spirit of neutrality, right? The Lord's gonna get rid of you. Right? You either serve the Lord or you serve Satan, man. Choose one, man.
Get down or lay down.
That's it, man.
I got a quick scripture. This is Isaiah 28 and 15. It says, because you have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell, are we at agreement? When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. We have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Yeah, that's cheap, man. That's our people, man. Matter of fact, add on, read that again and give me Jeremiah, the 9th chapter. Start at the top.
Isaiah 28 and 15. Because you have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Right, and Jake's going to find out all those lies that you clung onto, right? All those false doctrines that our people believe in, it's going to be of no value in that time of destruction, man. Right? Like Elder Apostle Tahar said, niggas going to be calling on, when this shit hit the fan, niggas going to be calling on Allah and fake white man Jesus, man. Talk about the black woman as God. They're going to be calling on these Kemetic guys and shit. And they're going to get their asses destroyed.
Right.
Right?
Broken sister.
Right, broken cisterns that can hold no water, man.
Jump down to verse 18.
Yep.
It says, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled,
Yep.
and your agreement with hell shall not stand.
Yeah, you're going to be rejected. Go ahead.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it.
Right, yeah, that's why you niggas, the Lord gonna get first, man. Right, the Lord gonna, judgment should start at the house of God first. These niggas gotta go, man. Reprobate, degenerate plants, you name it, man. And, you know, a nation full of evildoers, like the scriptures say, man.
Hey, y'all said it on Wednesday that if we were left for all Israel to repent, 2/3 would keep us here forever, man.
God.
2/3 don't want the kingdom. They don't want your house to return, man. They like being slaves under Esau Edom, man.
Right,
they like being king.
Damn. Hey, our grandkids will be out here prophesying. Right? That's right. That's right. Go ahead, give me that Jeremiah.
Look at Jeremiah chapter 9. Oh, that my head were waters, and my eyes were a fountain of tears.
Right, so Jeremiah in this chapter, Jeremiah is weeping for the wickedness and the sins of our people, man. Right? Hey, we say it all the time. What's the motto? Have you seen niggas lately, man? Right? Take a good look, man. Right? Read on.
That I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people.
Yeah, because Jake, hey, 2/3 of our people are going to be slain out here in the streets, man. Right? Because they think that the scriptures is a joke. They don't fear the Lord. You think the Bible is a fairy tale, man. All this shit that's happening in the earth, and nobody ain't got shit to say. Your pastor ain't saying nothing. You niggas that was scoffing years ago, you ain't saying shit now, man. Because everything is being proven. It's how we know that the Bible, the prophecies are, it's how we know the scriptures is true, because of the prophecies, man. Hey, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is what? The spirit of prophecy, man. He's a power that shall not lie, right? Read on.
Verse 2. Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place of wayfaring men.
Right.
That I might leave my people and go from them, for they all be adulterers and assembly of treacherous men.
Right. It's spiritual adultery, man. Spiritual fornication, man. Lovers of idols, man. False doctrines. The ways of the world, man. Treacherous men. You can't trust niggas, man. Yeah, read on. Let's get into that.
Verse 3. And they bend their tongues like they bend bows for lies.
Right, that's Jake, man. Jake will bend their tongues for them lies, man. Read on.
But they are not valiant for the truth on the earth.
Right, our people are not valiant, like the scriptures say. They're not valiant. They don't fight the truth. Right? Because if they did, they'd be out here doing what we do. Right. They're not about righteousness, man. Read on.
For they proceed from evil to evil.
Right.
And they know not me.
Right, they proceed from evil to evil. Like it tells you in Isaiah 30. You know, your trust in Egypt and all this wickedness, all you doing is adding sin unto sin, man. Jake gets worse and worse, more degenerate on top of being degenerate, man.
That's right.
Right? Niggas are the worst thing going, man.
Worst thing going.
Right? Niggas are the laughing stock around the earth, man. Right? Exactly, astonishment. Beautiful word, man.
Kind of like a challenge for Jake to fucking try to become the most
wicked.
Yeah. Who could be the best nigga?
They go to Deuteronomy 28 and 37. You get grab a Bible shop. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. But just going into the curse because it said that Jake will become a byword and an astonishment.
That's right.
The nations look at Jake, you know, with perplexity.
I got a quick bit, if I may.
Kyle, you got it, bro.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 23. For you, please. It is sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding have wisdom. You see that? So you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, being wicked out here, it's like sport, man. You see that? You got this attitude going on out here where who care about life the least, right? And that's why you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, a lot of you guys are getting ready to be put to death. You see that, man? And it's rightfully so, man.
Hey, this is a result of death culture. See, these niggas don't have a lifestyle. These niggas have a death style. Their whole style of living is to get them close to the grave as soon as possible. And they don't give a fuck.
And that's what I read earlier. They said they made a covenant with death. Because everything that they do entails dying. Whether it's through, you know, ailment or whatever. Ultimately, it's through the Most High going to put them to death in some way later on in their life.
Jay got a challenge called the what they call it, the Angel of Death challenge. Yeah.
Niggas is tempting the Lord.
He had the pass out challenge. Time pod challenge. These niggas is, this gotta be last place.
Niggas are outwardly tempting the Lord.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm
Shalom.
trying to see if I can die. Like, you know how crazy you gotta be to even do that shit, bro?
Yeah, and black culture is all about Black culture is all about tempting the Lord, man.
That's right.
Basically. Right?
That word black goes back to how we like to touch all the time. That word black goes back to void of light. You so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, right? That's out here still participating after these damn TikTok videos and all of that, man. You are black, man.
Right.
You see that? You're void of light, man. You know? And that's the men up here, man. We're the real, or the real Illuminati. You see that, man? That word Illuminati goes back to light bearers, man. You see that? But our people, they don't want to hearken into the light, man. You know, they rather dwell in darkness, man.
That's right.
Verse 4. Take heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slander.
Read on.
And they will deceive every one his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and worry themselves to commit iniquity.
He said they worry themselves to commit iniquity, man. You know, Jake worries himself to commit sin and iniquity and transgression, man. To be the ultimate nigga. That's what it's all about in this society. Who could be the top nigga, man? Yeah, you the real. Yeah, you're right. You are the realest nigga, man.
Realest nigga in it.
Right. Exactly. Read a little bit more. Read down to 9.
To the Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 6.
That's right.
Thy habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit, they refuse to know me.
Yeah, your habitation, all right, this kingdom, essentially, man. America is in the midst of deceit. Lies, treachery, fraud. And it said through deceit, our people refuse to know the Lord, man. Right? Read on.
Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, behold, I will melt them.
Right. The Lord gonna melt you because you refuse the truth. Essentially, the Lord said He gonna leave you here and melt you. I actually heard niggas say that they can't get with the fact that the so-called white man can't make it into the kingdom of heaven. They can't grasp. I heard niggas say that they can't grasp the fact that the Most High actually hates people. That's why they can't get down with the truth. Like I heard niggas actually say that, man. That's why you gotta go, man. You know, I can't see that the whole Esau and Jacob thing. I don't understand that.
Nigga, you couldn't see who the fucking you are?
Exactly.
He ain't goddamn was so bent over worried about that. He damn sure was doing a good job fucking you up and still fucking you over there.
This nigga's never been for your cause, man.
Yes, sir.
Right? But the moment you speak the truth about it, it's labeled hate. Right? You're a hate group. You know, you're a terrorist, this and that. But this man has been committing acts of terrorism since we got off the goddamn slave ships, man. Right?
You heard that guy there
Sam say we a damn hate group. When have we ever went out here, man, and put crosses and all that, and keep these front lawns and all that, man?
Right.
You know, but we the hate group, right?
Right. This nigga, while we supposedly the hate group, this nigga's ready to CHIP the planet.
That's right.
Right? He's ready to squeeze. He's squeezing the economy out, man.
That's right.
He's dry. Hey, these devils, they drying up everything, man. It's gonna get to the point where the shortage is gonna be nothing.
And he's doing it on purpose, man.
Right.
'Cause they have reserves, but they're really just doing this shit on purpose.
So what? So order out chaos. They're creating chaos, man. But we're the hate group.
Yeah.
Right? But niggas don't say nothing about that, man. But guess what though? The Lord, he sees the hypocrisy amongst our people, man. And it's not gonna go unjudged, man. Right?
Why you trying to compare us to the KKK? Look where we gonna live somebody, man.
Right.
And here it is, you had an Edomite that blatantly called us niggers. That's strong you are.
He ain't say nothing about that.
He ain't had nothing to say wrong about this. See? He didn't say a damn thing. Then he tried to defend this motherfucker for calling us that. You see, as it shows saying the hypocrisy.
That's Christianity, though.
Yeah.
You see that?
What we up here doing is such a burden to this motherfucker to where he feels bold enough to where he can get away with that. But as the elder said, the Lord sees all of this, man. When his ass is in shackles getting thrown across the fucking football field, hey, he gonna know why.
Oh yeah.
Because of his deeds in this society, man.
So finish that out.
Jeremiah 9:7. Therefore thus said the Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai of hosts, behold, I will melt
The
them
Lord said, I will melt you. The Lord will melt you niggas, man. Read on.
and try them. For how shall I do for the daughter of my people?
Yeah, how shall I do for the daughter of my people, man? The Lord is preparing to melt niggas, man. He gonna leave you here and you gonna taste of the second death, man.
That's right.
Read on.
Their tongue is as an arrow shot out. It speaketh deceit. One speaketh peaceably to his neighbor with his mouth, but his heart he lays wait.
Right.
Shall I not visit them for these things? Said the Lord. Shall not my soul be avenged of such a nation as this?
Yeah, shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? That's why the Lord said judgment was going to start at the house of God first. Right? A lot of these jakes out here, a lot of these two-third niggas and spicks, they know they Israelites, man. But are they going to fully come into this thing? Are they going to repent? Are they going to rehearse the righteous acts? Are they going to keep the law, statute, commandments to their best ability? Hell no. Exactly. It's to the majority of our people, it's just a trend. It's a fad right now, man. They don't really see the seriousness behind this thing, man. This is our nationality. This is our culture, man. This is our religion, right?
They really come into this thing like that. They heard the famous rappers.
Right.
People start talking about this. Kodak and Kenny the One on this guy. Now they want to dog. This is our way of life.
Right.
You know? Most High, he gave us our way of life back, our religion back.
Right.
You know?
That's why when you tell Jake, you'll tell a random Jake, like, hey, you know you're Israelite, but he say, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, man. And that's all you get out of him. You know? So like we say all the time, all you niggas is held accountable. Every man, woman, and child, man. Right?
This is Ecclesiasticus 3:24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
And that's our people, man. They are deceived by their own vain opinion. They think we're supposed to be up here in suit and tie, not cussing, not with a face all shaved up, looking worldly as hell, man. They deceived by their own vain opinion, by their own way they view us, man. Cause they already got this perception of us as out here just cussing Jake out, cussing the Edomite out and shit.
A man of the Lord to these guys, to these niggas, is supposed to graduated from a cemetery school, right? He's supposed to have all these degrees, like the brother said, suit and tie, 5 o'clock shadow, you know what I'm saying? Speaking all articulate and shit. That's how the world views a man of the Lord, man. But really the men of the Lord, they were rough around the edges, man. You know, they were austere men, right?
Then the Lord said that He uses the foolish things of this world
to confound the wise.
The guys they put up to be the true men of the Lord, these be the worst type people. Like T.D. Jakes, Creflo, and all these guys, they lie to you, they steal your money. A lot of these guys start to come out being pedophiles,
Yep.
and child molesters. You know?
Right. But the scriptures talk about how the wicked prosper, in this world, you know.
Matter of fact, grab that Jeremiah 23. You know, because a lot of our people are misguided by these false prophets, man. And while you being misguided, hey, you gonna fall through the cracks, man.
Wow.
Because hey, you can't say the scriptures say that this word has reached everywhere, man. So you can't say that you didn't hear me. As the elders say, you talk to an average Jake, they'll say, yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, right? But do they understand it? No. You see? Jeremiah 23:1.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep. My pastors.
Right. Look at what these false prophets, right? These false leaders have done to our nation, man. As the elder was saying, we in all out fucking war, right? We got all these famines going, hyperinflation. We are in the collapse of this world as we know. But what are these niggas saying? Not a fucking thing. Alright? A lot of our people are gonna get fucking thrust through because they adhere to these people. You gotta snap out of that, man. You see? Keep going.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 2. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, our power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock, driven them away.
Driven them away from what? The truth. And these niggas are driving our people away from the truth in the time when it's needed. In the time that this is going to preserve them. You see, but they'd rather hold on to these fucking bullshit ass FRNs and just call it a day. Let's see what the Lord's going to say about that.
And have not visited them, behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Right, that's why you see in a lot of these churches, right? They starting to go through turmoil. They starting to go through all types of shit. I seen a chick that got fucking topless inside of what's this dude's name? Joel Osteen's church. Joel, bro, she got topless, bro.
Yeah, it was like some protest.
Protesting and shit in the church. Man. Why is there confusion in your church?
I seen the Edomite get called out as a pedophile in front of his whole congregation. Christianity ain't the way, man.
Right.
In Nigeria, coming within the church and killed 50 people in the church.
Hey, so the point is, man. Hey, these false leaders are getting visible. You got something?
This is Isaiah 56 and 10, because you mentioned that they're not speaking on what's going on. You're going back to the beginning of the lesson, we was talking about how you got to measure out the time diligently. That's not what these false prophets are doing. It's Isaiah 56 and 10. These watchmen are blind. You know, they don't truly got the vision. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Yeah, the purpose of a guard dog is supposed to warn you, man. To warn you of an intruder, to warn you of danger. Right? So the Lord likened these false prophets as dumb dogs. Right?
The intruder comes into the house. See that? The dog is supposed to bark. You know? And now if there's danger, right? The prophets are supposed to say something, man. You know, take the blood off our hands, man. So a lot of you bug out pastors and all that, man. A lot of y'all ready to be destroyed, man. You see that? A lot of blood on your hands, man. Dumb dog.
This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 4. Speaking of you prophets, so-called pastors. O Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert. Like the elders told us. The foxes in the desert is slick. The fox is slick. Y'all sit up there, y'all twist up the scriptures. Y'all slick. Y'all know how to make people, play on people's feelings.
Right, because look at when they came up here, man. Oh, God loves everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the game. Right? But where is that in the scriptures? They speaking according to their own hearts. You see, and the scriptures tell us what? The heart is wicked above all. You see?
Verse 5. Ye have not gone into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Israel to stand in the battle in the day of the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, these especially these pastors in the church, they ain't out on the highways and hedges, man.
Right.
They're not out here giving you the warnings. They're not out here telling you the truth about the system, man. About the corruption, man. About what this devil's about to do to the Lord's people, man. To the world. You know?
The reason why you can tell, because if they go on the highways and hedges, they're not answering questions. Unless they can ask questions, man. In their little own safe zone at that church, they can just bring you out that bullshit ass sermon and keep it pushing.
Well, Christianity, you're not allowed to question nothing.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to question the pastor. You're not allowed to do anything.
And that's completely foolish, because the scriptures show us, look, out of all the churches that was respected, the Church of Berea was respected because they actually went back and looked into what the scriptures were saying. When the prophets was breaking down the precepts, the Church of Berea was like, look, let me go ahead and confirm that right here. You see? But as the elder was saying, these churches don't do that, man. They want you to just blindly believe in it.
Scripture say prove all things. Right? It's another one that talks about how to answer every man. You know what I'm saying? So going back to Isaiah 24, how it talks about how there should be crying for wine in the streets. Right? Because now that's the very reason why the church is dead. Because people want to know answers, man. They want to know why their pastors are not talking about these current issues that's going on in the earth, man. The death, the sword, the calamity, right? The famine, the World War III that's popping. All this is biblical prophecy, man. As it is written, man. Hey, the Elder Apostle Gabar did a lesson the other day, going pretty much on how Russia is basically in the scriptures, and how Russia is going to send missiles over here to America. They're regarded as the Medes in the scriptures, man. The bear, right? Because ultimately, what that bear is the end of the body, right? And that bear is going to be the end of this beast system, man.
Right.
All right, because hey, Russia is not a part of the beast, right? That's why you got NATO over there trying to put pressure on Russia. But all this is going to result to World War III, which is going to be the end of all this shit, man.
Over 90% of East Ukraine has been seized already.
Done.
How many months has they been over there in Ukraine? It has been more than like 3-4 months. And they conquered 90% of the eastern part of that country.
Exactly.
You see? So they're shaking in their boots. It's like, yo, these motherfuckers is not playing.
Right.
They said they got their PT money. They got their shit.
Yeah, see?
They waiting on America.
They got the reserves over there. They took all the resources in these so-called Russians went over there in Ukraine. They took the main resources as far as the minerals and the metal. They already got that seized. They got the grain. They already got that seized. They got the import, export, where they go in for the ship docks. That's seized. Everything over there is seized. And like the brother said, they only got their B team out there, man. So what more so when they really bring fucking troops to go through that land, man?
Right. Esau was pushing all that propaganda, talking about how Ukraine had the upper hand in the war, man. That was bullshit. Right?
So, I mean, you know, your pastors, right? Your pastors and your reverends and all of that, they're not speaking about none of this stuff, man. You see that? So this proves to you who the real prophets are, man. You see that a lot of these representative Israelite groups out here, they're not even going into none of this stuff, man, like the Quran, man. That's right. The Quran, you see that, man? The time of destruction that's coming, man. You see that? And again, this shows you that we are the prophets of old, man. I want to read this right here. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, and of war and of evil and of pestilence, man. This is what we're doing, man. You see that? Start with our head across the heart and the men on down, man, and the men that teach the true light doctrine, man.
Yep.
You know, we're speaking against this place, man. Telling you about the war that's going to happen, man.
Yeah.
Where's TD Jakes on that, man? Where's the white guy? What's his name? Where's Joel Osteen tell you about the World War III and the division in the country? Where is he speaking on that? He's giving you fucking motivational speeches, man. Taking your money. That's how you can have a better day with Jesus. Prosperity, man. What's that gonna prosper you when the Lord visits this place, man? And the Lord said, the day thy securities thou shalt be destroyed. You trusting in the system is gonna lead to you getting destroyed, man. Now is the best time ever to be separating yourself from the mindset of America, man, and putting yourself in the right mind of Yahweh or Yahweh Shah and the prophets, man.
Yeah, hey, that's a good point. This is most certainly the time that you separate from Babylon, man. That you detach permanently, man. Right? Or else you're gonna be destroyed with this place. Finish it out, huh?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28. We say verse 9, right? It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 9. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai hath truly sent him.
Exactly. Ezekiel 33, the last verse. When these things come to pass, surely it will come. Then you shall know that a prophet have been among you. So you want to know that you heard the truth from the true men of the Lord. I got something real quick, right? Just going into that detachment, man. Because hey, right now, hey, because the way society is going, you see that looting and crimes are increasing, right? People ain't got no money. People ain't got shit to lose, man. People ransacking the stores, right? And it's gonna get worse once those supply chains. Hey, it's a tampon shortage. Baby food shortages. It's gonna get worse out here. You're gonna see the crime levels go to a next level, man. Gas is whooping everybody's ass. Right? Exactly.
People getting knocked off, people still dying every day. People getting robbed and murdered.
Right.
Rape.
Heavy judgment.
Yeah.
Mass shootings and all of that.
Right.
This is gonna be the purge out here.
So violence, this heavy violence that you see in the earth, is all biblical prophecy of the last days, man. So as I was saying, this is the time, like the brother said, this is the time that you detach. Got this real quick. It's Isaiah 52. Isaiah 52 in verse 11, it says, depart ye, go you out from thence. Touch no unclean thing. And what is the unclean thing, right? False doctrines, man. These philosophers, right? It says, touch ye no unclean thing. Go you out of the midst of her, right? Showing you that it's talking about Babylon, great whore. Go you out of the midst of her, detach, right? Go you out of the midst of her, be ye clean that bear the vessels of the Lord. And how do you become clean? By the washing of the word, right? It says, verse 12, ye should not go out with haste, nor go by flight. All right, for all you goofies out there talking about you gotta get a plane ticket and fly out of Babylon, man. Let's talk about spiritually removing yourself out of the Western culture of Babylon, man, the Western ways, man.
That's right.
You know? It says, don't go out by flight, for the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Shah, will go before you, and the power of Israel will be your reward. You see that? What you had out?
Oh, God, I'm just lining back off you. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10.
That's right.
Arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest.
Woo! Get that Daniel, get that word for, what was the word for rest? Oh, worn out? Salaki. Read that again.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, but this is not your rest.
Right, this place, Babylon, America, was set up to be your punishment, man. Right. This ain't your rest. This ain't the place where you was gonna prosper and have the white picket fence house in the hill, living your best life. This is the kingdom of heaven. That's the true rest, pursuing to what Hebrews, the 4th chapter. Come on.
It's like Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction.
Hey, this place is polluted, man. That's why you got some shit called Pride Month. All right, which is really mental illness month, man. For some shit. Go ahead.
It's crazy. It actually is men's mental health awareness month at the same time, too.
Right. That show you these people got spirits on them, man. It told you, was it 2 Timothy 3rd chapter? That in the last days, perilous times shall come. Men should be lovers of themselves, blasphemous, boasters, proud, high-minded, disobedient to parents. Right? These people are bugged out with spirits on them, man. They got demons on them, so we are clearly in the last days, right? What you had? Come on, bring that out.
Daniel 7.
Because we just read in Micah 2 and 10 that this place is not our rest. It's not the rest of the Israelites, man. That's right. It's not the rest for the Israelites, I meant to say. Right?
Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High,
Yep.
and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand, until a time and times and dividing of time.
Right. So it said that this devil would think to change times and laws, man. Right? Because of his rulership, the whole planet Earth is upside down. Everything is backwards.
That's right.
Right? Wickedness is promoted and exalted.
That's
Right?
exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
It has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Now give me that for was it worn out? Wore out?
The word went out, Hebrew word, law.
Yeah.
It says,
Yeah.
We worn out, man.
We are worn out in this kingdom, man. You know, we gotta wake up and work every day. You know.
It says to harass constantly.
Harass constantly. That's a beautiful. Brother had brought that out in the chat. Right? But that word worn out goes back to harass constantly. That's why we read in Micah 2:10 that this place is not your rest, because since Jake was brought over here in them ships, right? Since the white man brought his dirty ass over here and enslaved the northern kingdom as well, we've been harassed constantly as a nation, man.
That's right.
Like the brother said, you wake up every day to go to work for this damn devil. You constantly oppressed. You ain't got no justice, right? Your life is disregarded. So you're harassed constantly, man.
Go back to the curses.
Exactly. Going back to the curses, man. Show you that the curses of the book cleave unto Jake.
I was going to show you that America was never meant to be a rest for us. Because as we were going into in the chat the other day, Esau had a history of destroying Jake every time they tried to come together and make something go for themselves.
Right.
You know, everybody likes to bring up Tulsa, Oklahoma, but Jake has had numerous communities that Esau came to destroy because he feared Jake, you know, coming back in that righteous state of mind of being united together. Man.
Right. Jake had numerous kind of like Black Wall Street communities throughout the states.
Yeah, one here in North Carolina, Wilmington.
God.
You know, when Jake had their own newspaper, Esau pretty much got mad and they went and pretty much blew up that whole town, man.
Up near Raleigh is Blackbelt.
Yeah.
That way too.
So anytime Jake comes together in unification and the way of righteousness, that's always been a threat to Esau, right? So that's why, how much now? How much now of us being unified in the truth in Yahweh Shem Shad, or how much of a threat that is, man?
And especially when he's come to the thought, like, he don't need us no more.
No.
He got the AI and all this, so he looks at Jake as expendable now.
Exactly.
He's ready to get rid of us all together now.
That's why anything that Jake came together with was either infiltrated or ultimately it was destroyed.
Right.
You
Look
see
at
that?
the Black Panthers.
God.
You know, they was infiltrated and destroyed. You see that, man?
You know?
You know, so probably.
So Esau's always been against Jake coming together. Right? Exactly.
This is Judah 5:17.
Speak loud, huh?
And whilst they sin not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them.
Yep.
You know, so that's why Esau like to destroy what, you know, when Jake come up and rise up, because he know he can go down.
Yeah.
You know.
Read that again.
It's Judah 5:17. And whilst they sin not before their power, they prospered, because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
Right. So when we were in line with, when we were in the proper alignment with the Lord, we prospered, because the Lord power Yahweh Shem Shah was with us.
We had a heavy protection around us when we were in our righteous state.
Exactly. Oh, Isaiah the 5th chapter.
But when they departed, verse 18, but when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captive into a land that was not theirs.
Right.
And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and the cities were taken by the enemies.
Right, so that's what happened to us. That's why when you read Psalms 83, that crafty counsel, right? That's why all the nations came together to keep us what? To keep us away from the truth, to keep us away from our power. Can somebody give me Psalm 62:4?
What they ultimately found out, that they can keep Israel in a state of perpetual sin, and we'll be at their mercy forever.
Exactly.
This is why we needed the Most High to step in for us and pretty much rise us up, because if it was up to the heathen, we would never be able to come back to him.
Exactly.
That's why it's a blessing to have Yahweh Shah. He reconciles things between us and the Father.
That's right.
Keep going.
Jump down 21.
This is Judah 5:21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let their Lord now pass by. Let my Lord now pass by. Let their Lord defend them, and their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
This is why they don't want us coming back to our true nature, reclaiming our heritage, calling on a true name. Because they know that their health potential going to come back upon them. The Lord's going to come back and bring vengeance upon all our enemies.
That's it.
God, this is the book of Psalm, chapter 62, verse 4.
Give me that Isaiah 5.
They only consult to cast them down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Salah.
Read that again, Art.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 62, verse 4. They only consult to cast them down from his excellence.
Right. See, that's why these leaders, that's why these world leaders, these top devils or whatnot, these heathen, this is why they come together, right? Because their whole purpose is what? To cut us off from our excellency, man. To cast us away from our power, our connection with the Lord, man. That's right. Because as we read in Judah, the 5th chapter, when we were in alignment with the Most High, all right, we had much success. The Lord was with us, right? He was with us when we went to war, when we fought our battles. But when we were cast away, when we were disconnected, so to speak, it talked about what? How we lost those battles. We went into captivity under all these nations, right? So these nations, hey, like I can tell you in James, was it 2:19, the devils also believe and tremble. They know what time it is, man. So that's why the primary agenda is to keep us away from our true source, our power, right?
You can be anything in this world, Elder, if you an Israelite. You can be black, you can be a Muslim, you can be Pharaoh of Egypt.
A drug dealer,
right?
A gang member.
That's right.
You know, you can be all that, but the moment you come back proclaiming yourself to be a Hebrew Israelite, right? That's it, right? So give me that Isaiah 5.
Isaiah 5:1. Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved touching his volume.
Right, and Israel is the vineyard. Right, read on.
My well-beloved have a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
Right.
And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
Right, read that one more time, Axelaki.
Yeah. Isaiah 5:2. And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof.
Right, well, how did the Lord fence it? By giving us the law, statutes, commandments. Right? Essentially going back to what? The cultivation. Right? Read on.
And planted it with the choicest vine.
Yep.
And built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein.
Right, which is really the prophets that are out here teaching and giving you the truth. Right? And he said he built the choicest vine, going back to what? The stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the choicest vine. Read on.
And he looked, and it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
Right, now those wild grapes, right, when you look it up, it goes into poisonous berries, unripe, sour stink. And that's essentially what? 2/3, man.
That's right.
You know? Read on.
What you have done, it's like verse 3. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I claim you betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard?
Right, the Lord said, what could have been more done to my vineyard, man? So we went from that choice vine to those wild grapes, man. Because essentially, going back to that wild olive tree, how Israel became a Gentile, man. It became like a brute beast, like the heathen, man. Right? That's why you got niggas running rampant, man. Degenerates, bug-outs. Right? Reprobates, ungodly men, as the scriptures say.
What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done it in it?
Right.
Wherefore, when I looked, that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes.
Yeah, brought forth wild grapes, man. And niggas are wild. Niggas are like heathen, man. You know?
They're worse than a fucking heathen.
And now go to, I will tell you what I shall do to my vineyard.
Yep.
I will take away the heads thereof, and it shall be eaten up.
See, the Lord said he will take away the heads thereof, and it shall be eaten up. Going back to what? The curses, going into captivity, us being brought down as a people. Right? So that's what happened, essentially, when we detached from the Lord.
And the Lord gave us over to you.
Exactly.
He gave us over to you.
Yep, read on.
And Now go, I will tell you what to do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof,
The protection.
and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof,
Yep.
and it shall be trodden down.
Yeah, it should be trodden down. We were conquered as a nation and brought into hardcore slavery. Right? All 12 tribes. Read on out.
I will lay it waste, it shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds may rain, no rain upon it.
Right. So essentially, our people would lack the water, the truth. It said that the Lord said, I will lay it waste, and it should not be pruned nor digged, right? Because that's going back to cultivating, man. When you have agriculture, when you have plants and whatnot, you got to cultivate, you know.
That comes from what husband.
God, exactly.
So it's not our husband. He's not our husband.
Right. So since we were not pruned and nor digged, like it said there should come up briars and thorns, right? Because Jake became wild. Jake became like the heathen, beast.
Wild olive.
Exactly.
It's like when you have a garden. It's like when you have a garden, you got to constantly pick through the weeds and all of that, man, and constantly grow that fruit. But what happens when you leave that garden, untamed? It grows wild.
Grows wild, man. God, what you got, huh?
It's Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, a holy and right seed. That's talking about what the brothers going into. When we had that hedge of protection over us. It was a noble vine, a holy right seed in the eyes of the whole side. And it said, how then that art turned into a degenerate plant? Niggas is bugged the hell out, man. Niggas is through, man. Niggas is worse than the heathen, man. And it says, of a strange vine unto me. The Lord looks unto us as a strange vine unto the Lord, man. That's why with the thorns and all the things that's busting through, that garden, that vineyard doesn't have the husbandry, man. Like the brother said, a husbandry, he keeps that plot clean. He cultivates that plot, man. He keeps it clean, he keeps it good. But hey, now look at Jake. Jake ain't got this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. They ain't got the truth. They through. They don't have the true nourishment, man.
That's why when we try to come out here and tell our people that they're God's chosen people, nobody wants to believe that. They see niggas walking around with their pants off their ass, tattoos and stuff up, different color hair, and women pretty much out here naked. They don't want to believe that, man. I got one real quick.
They're unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Yep.
From being the nation of Israel.
Yeah, this is Lamentations 2 and 15. All that passed by clapped their hands at thee. They hissed and wagged their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
Have you seen these niggas?
Look.
That's why they scoff. That's why the nation scoff when they hear us say that we the Israelites, we God chosen people. They like, yeah, right.
Y'all
You know?
just niggas.
Y'all just slaves, man.
The joy of the whole earth, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found it, we have seen it.
Exactly.
You know, so the main point is that these nations, they have successfully, completed their project of making niggas, to where they made Jake unrecognizable. But the Most High was able to call back his, which is the elect, out of that confusion, man.
I got a precept. It's Jeremiah 3 and 6. It says, the Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot. That's why the Lord took away that hedge, because you had a lot of Jakes just going off.
Yeah, because back read that again.
The Lord said also unto me in the days of Josiah the king, hast thou seen that which backsliding Israel hath done? She has gone up upon every high mountain and under every green tree, and there hath played the harlot to me.
Right, because back then, you had the groves where Jake would go secretly worship idols. So what's likened unto them groves and them high hills today? It's them damn churches, man. And these all these different idols that Jake cleave onto, right? The different philosophies, right? Because hey, some of the main stronghold now that Jake is in that self-worship bullshit, that black consciousness and Islam, man. See, that Christianity shit is through. People know that fake white man Jesus is some bullshit. That's right. But the main strongholds that Jake is into is that damn Kemet shit, right? Islam, and that whole self-worship, that Satanism, basically, man.
That comes
Witchcraft.
That's coming with the social media platform.
God,
Because Jake is the main ones on there doing all these dumbass challenges.
exactly.
Go ahead. It's verse 14, Jeremiah 3 and 14. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Hey, the Lord said, I am married unto you, all right? We made the covenant with the Heavenly Father. The first covenant was made with who? The Israelites, man. The Lord's people. The Lord said, I'm married unto you, right? Because remember, Jeremiah 6 and 2, likens Israel to a comely and delicate woman, right? We're that woman that's married unto the Most High, right? So when we left them, essentially, what was that? That was spiritual adultery. See?
Verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
Right, the true teachers, man. What you see today, the leadership, the apostles and elders, the great millstone, man. Right, the brothers that you see on down. Read on.
Which shall feed you, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. The reason why you know you're an Israelite is because of the leadership, man. Jake be acting like they woke up on their own, man. All right? Like the Lord woke them up out their bed and shit, they knew they was Israelite, man. No, you heard the truth from the apostles and elders, man.
That's right.
The true leaders of Israel, man. Right? The Great Awakening pursuing Ezekiel 37, man. The Lord said it was a great noise. The bones came together, bone on his bone. Right? All the camps popping up, man. Isaiah 44, that they should spring up as willows by the water courses, man.
That's right.
See? That's all them camps popping up. Go ahead, you got it.
Isaiah 44 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. You know what you Jake, man, the dry state, man. Ezekiel 37. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thine offspring.
Prophecy is actively being performed right in the eyes of these people, and they got the nerve to say that the Bible not real.
No.
Right? The trick's on you niggas, man.
Lord,
the joke's on you.
Yeah, because that's how you know it's really a spiritual warfare, because the Lord really blinded them that they really can't see that this shit about to affect their daily living.
We're reading and performing at the same time of what's in the scriptures here, man.
That's showing you that that's how stupid. When you talk to Jake about the New Testament, he'll talk to you like Yahweh Shai was walking around with the New Testament, like your New Testament. No, that's the same thing we doing now, man. We doing the exact same thing. We're reading the things that took beforehand, the things that's about to come to pass. That's right. And the same thing Yahweh Shai and the prophets are doing of old. We're doing the same exact things, man.
What is Yahweh Shai and the prophets doing about the New Testament? They quote the Old Testament.
Scriptures, man. And they was prophesying the things that was sure to come to pass. That was written of old.
Right. The Lord said, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. Right?
Same thing we're doing. We're actually doing the same thing. We're actually resisting power.
But that's why in 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, it says what? The God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not. Because they were set up to not believe. Scripture tell you in Luke, the 2nd chapter, that basically Yahweh Shai will be the stumbling block, or the fall of many in Israel, basically, roughly paraphrased. You know? He shall be the rise and fall of many in Israel, man. Right? Go ahead, read it out.
Isaiah 44 and 4. It says, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the water courses.
That's right. Yeah, read it out.
One shall say, I am Yahweh's.
One shall say, I am the Most High, I belong to the Most High. Right? Read on.
And another shall call himself by the name of Jacob.
And one shall surname himself by the name of Jacob, man. This is happening. Read on.
And another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel.
There you go, man. Right? That's Bible prophecy in your face, man. Happening in real time, man. In these last days. This is how you know we're at the end. Yeah. The true Israelites would finally stand up at the end of times, man. That's why the earth is in turmoil right now, man. Yeah. That's why people are bugging the hell out.
Because we're shaking the hand. The Lord said we're going to shake the hand and go into the gates of the noble.
Come on, man.
With us shaking the hand, we're taking this place down.
Right, because when you read Jeremiah the 50th chapter, it talks about the benches of the Lord's temple. Right? See, all this shit is happening on the earth because ultimately the Lord is vengeance, is bringing vengeance to his people, man. Hey, come on, man. What you got? I'll bring it out. Come.
I got something. And you might touch on it. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subjected to the higher power. For there is no power but of the Most High.
That's right.
The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. Verse 2, here's the point.
Yep.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the orders of the Most High, and they that resist shall receive themselves damnation.
Right, and they go into DJs, it's kind of overthrow the will of the Lord.
Yeah.
You know, you don't accept the way of the Lord. How about y'all try to set up this with you, man? How he gonna play it out, man? My guy wouldn't do that. Why would he put up his government over there, man? Hey, man, at the end of the day, it's the will of the Lord.
Yeah, so all those Jakes that try to, especially now, you got them Hebrew Thuggalites, man. You know what I'm saying? That got fucking ARs on social media, on camera. You strapped up with guns at the camp, right? Right. I can tell you in Jeremiah, when the Lord said, you put no difference between the unclean and the clean, man. If nobody didn't know any better, you look at these niggas and be like, yo, these niggas.
Niggas, right. Niggas with Bible.
Right.
Them videos that them guys was constantly doing with them uploading AR-15s, it's like going on world style and just running into two-thirds of our people seeing them damn lessons, man.
Exactly.
And we all know what scriptures say that weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. You see that?
Right. Read a little bit more in there.
Blind leadeth the blind, they both shall fall to the roots.
Read. Start at the top and read down to like verse. Read down to like verse 5 or 6 somewhere in there.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subjected to the higher power. There is no power but of the Most High.
Yep.
The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
Right. The Most High is the one that set this devil up in power, man.
That's right.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High.
So that cuts these guys that are talking about arming up with guns, trying to take Esau down with his own blessing.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, and you rebelling against the Most High because that's not the way.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High.
Hey, don't it tell you in Zephaniah 3 and 8, therefore wait ye upon me? It tell you that in Romans 12 and 10, that vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. Right? Read on.
And they that resist shall receive themselves damnation.
Right, because back then, right, you had the Sicarii that rebelled, and essentially they failed. Right? They were taking down body of the Roman government. Right? And it's going to be the same thing now.
It's going to be the same result.
You come in that same spirit, you're going to be taken down by this government now.
Yeah.
That's why we going to wait on Yahweh Shema Shot.
Because the scripture say the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet.
Right.
And them spirits of these niggas is subject to these niggas as well, man.
Exactly.
They going to fall right back in their light in the last days.
Jude, the first chapter. And certain men that basically fell in that condemnation. That was their lot.
And it says ordained.
They were ordained.
Yeah, it was ordained.
So they ordained to the condemnation. So they're basically just fulfilling their lot, man. Right? Read on.
And what are the odds they call themselves Sicarii to?
Come on, man. Hey, hold John 18:36. Since we're talking about that.
This is the book of Romans chapter 13, verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil.
Yep.
Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
Right, because ultimately this is Esau's power structure. You know, essentially he's the judge on this side, so to speak. Right? So if you rebel against the Most High, what is the Lord going to do? He's going to send Esau on your ass. Because, hey, is he not the sword of the Most High?
Sword, yeah. He set him up.
Right. Right? Hold on, I'll read a little bit more.
Romans chapter 13, verse 4. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good.
Yep.
But if thou do that which is evil,
But if thou do which is evil, if you rebel, go ahead.
be afraid.
Yep.
For he beareth not the sword in vain.
Yep.
For he is the minister of the Most High,
a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Right, so he's the left hand of the Most High. So if you rebel and do evil, if you do not according to what the Lord say, hey, the Lord gonna use Esau to judge your ass.
Yeah, and he said he bred not the sword in vain.
Come on, man. You know what you got?
Book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13.
There you go.
Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him
Stay on that
down,
side, you can stay in the camera.
deliver my soul
Y'all just
from
catty
the
corner.
wicked, which is Esau. Job 9:24, the earth is in the hand of the
Like,
wicked.
y'all just kind of catty corner
Which
it
is
so
thy
all
sword.
y'all get in there.
Speaking of what the brother talked about, Most High uses Esau even
Right.
as the sword, the weapon against Israel. So when you don't want to repent, you're out here doing wickedness. Use it to man to punish us.
Right.
That's why don't nobody feel bad when you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans are being put to death out here by Esau and Edom, man. You see that because you resist the power, man.
Exactly.
You see? And again, just like how Elder was saying, you know, a little earlier, man, judgment must begin at the house of Israel, man. You see that? That's why 2/3 of our people must be cut off and die. And a lot of judgment is going forth out here for you individuals, man.
Right. Because that shit these niggas promoting, that's not what Yahweh Shai would have promoted, man. Right? That essentially Yahweh Shai, give me that scripture, John 18:36.
Book of John, chapter 18, verse 36. Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight.
Right, see, so this ain't our battle. The Lord said, if my kingdom was of this world, then my servants would fight. But hey, this is not of our world, man. So we gotta abide by what the Lord say. We ain't gonna take matters in our own hands, right? We ain't gonna lean on our own understanding.
Why would you fight for a fallen kingdom anyway?
Come on, man. Right? Here it is. The sword was his blessing, man. You think you're doing something because you got an AR-15? This nigga got satellites that got lasers on him, man.
Motherfucker got drones.
He got drones, bro.
Look, they show he got a drone this big that shoot little bullets on you.
Come on, man.
He got a heart attack gun, bro.
Come on, man. You can't make this up. So Jake is in the wrong spirit. Let me get one more. Matthew 26 and verse 51 to 54.
Real quick,
What you got? Bring it out, Doc.
taking away his presence from Israel, man, which gave us away, man, which is why we face this adversity today, which is in turn what? The curses.
Wow.
Hosea 4:16. Israel has slid a neck as a backsliding heifer. Now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place. Right, man. That's why Jake got here for the table. You want to heed into the warnings of Yahweh Shem Shai, and now you just receiving judgment, man. You at the mercy of our enemies, man. And they've already shown they have no mercy for our people.
Right. Because when you rebel against the Lord, essentially you step out of the Lord's protection. You step out of the way of the Lord's hedge, man. That's why Jake be getting jacked up. You know? Give me that out. You have some more?
I got one more.
Go ahead,
Jeremiah 33:5. And they come and they fight with the Chaldeans, and they fill them with the dead bodies, whom I have slain in my anger and my fury. And all the wickedness have I hid my face from this city. Right, man. And we know Jerusalem is a city before it's a place, man. So that's still going on to this day. So like the people before it's a place, and that's still going on to this day, man. That's why we continue on that place, man. Hey, when the Lord he hid his face from us, hey, all we gonna do is suffer at the hands of our enemies.
Yeah.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 26, like started verse 47.
Start at you gonna start at 47? Go ahead, Doc. And read down to 54.
Now, and while he yet spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude of swords and staves from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, whosoever I shall kiss, that same is he, holding fast.
Right. A lot of you Israelites, a lot of you Jakes in the circumcision are in that Judas spirit.
That's right.
Right? And it's going to be revealed in these times. Read on.
Verse 49, St. Matthew chapter 26, verse 49.
As it's been being revealed. Read on.
And forthwith we came to the outside and said, hail, master, kiss them. Verse 50, the outside said unto him, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahweh Shai and took him.
Right, so this is right before Yahweh Shai went on trial, man. Read on.
Verse 51, and behold, One of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand, drew his sword, and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear.
Right. So like the elders were saying when we was talking about the scripture, the elder had made mention about how it takes. You got to understand the precision that it took for Peter to slice off his ear without cutting his shoulder or his arm. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Yeah, without chopping off his face. How that accurate precision, it took to slice off his ear, man. Right? Go ahead.
St. Matthew chapter 26, verse 52. Then Yahushua said unto him, put up again thy sword in its place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
So all that take the sword shall perish with the sword, man. So Yahushua was telling at that time that this ain't our fight, man. So you niggas that's in that spirit of taking up arms, all right, and trying to justify taking up arms, you're gonna die with the sword, man. Right? Because as I was saying in that lesson about the Hebrew Thugalites, a lot of these guys that are brandishing weapons on social media, you got the guns that camp. These guys are set up to be used for the propaganda to bring the hate against Israel, man. Yep. They're gonna use them videos. They're gonna use all that shit to justify us as being these violent, so-called black extremists. All that bullshit Esau already got lined up.
You best believe he got all the controversy.
Come on, man. So you already know what it is, man.
He just uploading all the controversy on one clip and gonna shove that shit down there.
That's why the Lord said, "Be harmless as doves and wise as serpents," man.
And that's why through the Spirit you didn't see brothers been toned down to how we used to be when we first got on the scene. We don't cuss out people like we used to. We ain't no rah-rah. It's just, hey, we bringing the word out, man.
Right. Because we got to be operating with a level of wisdom, man. You remember, hey, this devil is looking for everything to justify his cause. Remember, he is the accuser of our brethren, man.
Right. And it is nothing for them to do us like how they did the brothers in San Francisco when they had was a World Star, the world's most hated
and on Fox News, I believe.
You know. So they're waiting for an opportunity to get brothers, man.
Right. Go ahead, bring it up.
I'm going to jump straight to the point. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3. Give no offense in anything that the ministry be not blamed.
Exactly, man. And these guys are set up to bring blame to the ministry. Yep. Right? The scriptures also say, abstain from all appearances of evil.
That's right.
Right? Yahushua wouldn't be walking around with a goddamn AR-15 on his neck. Rapping. His head covered while he prophesied with black ass shades on.
When a fucking Yankees hat on his shit.
Right.
Shalom Israel. Come here, brother. Come here, brother.
Man, fringes in the damn t-shirt, right. Passovers and the strip club.
These ain't nothing but niggas that know they Israelites, bro.
That wasn't the way we were supposed to be. We supposed to be representatives of how about you got shot. And this is the way, hey, like the brothers was bringing out, man. What was the example that they set, man? Hey, the Lord went for person.
How you doing?
Man, real quick. Romans 12 and 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men, right, man? So you were supposed to be out here taking vengeance, man. Hey, the Lord gonna avenge us, man. You know, hey, you're supposed to be out here and try to it ain't your place, man.
You know, it's powerful though, because that word shuts people up.
As much as life
people hear that word coming out, they
live peaceably with all men. Right, man. So that's a pure fact, man. And what is a gun? A gun is a weapon to kill, man. So if you out on camp posting this shit, man, like you on the fucking blocks, you ain't living peacefully with all men, man. You know?
That just proves to you that these damn reprobate Israelites be fake. You see that? You hear that sound there? That's what a lot of these Israelite groups, they're gonna hear that sound the day of the Lord, man. You see that? You gonna see if they gun safe.
Can I get a quick precept? Bear with me one moment, because brothers is saying, like, look, in the times that we in right now, we got to move accordingly, man.
Hold on, I got something real quick.
God.
Give me that Psalm. Somebody give me that Psalms 44. That talks about I shall not trust in my sword. Right? Give me that real quick, and then I got you.
God.
Book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 6. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me.
Hey, that's plain. Neither shall my sword save me. your gun, you ain't about to Rambo this shit out.
Jay think he gonna have with the fringe or something like that.
Right. With 2 AR-15s in his hand. Hey, you know?
Screaming like Sylvester Stallone.
Top of the chair. It's not going down.
Come here, Suella.
Hey, I know y'all brothers saw the video with the armored suits.
Oh, that
yeah.
When they showed the dude hitting the soldier with the armor on, hitting him in the neck. Bro, you ain't penetrating that, man.
Nope. And I'm pretty sure it's bullet. It got that Teflon on that guns.
And if they showing you that, imagine what they got behind closed doors.
Man. Remember, Esau's government is 40 years ahead of public knowledge. So when this thing go down, hey, Esau about to unleash some shit, man.
It's gonna be like that movie Monsters of Men. That them robots hunting people, man.
Come on, man.
They're gonna be hunting Jake the most.
God, where was you at? We finished that?
Read that again. Finish that again.
What's it called?
Psalms 44:7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and has put them to shame that hated us.
That's it. That's the point.
I got some.
So your sword ain't gonna save you, man.
I got some right quick. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Exactly. And you got certain men that are walking as fools, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's going back to being what? Harmless as a dove and wise as a serpent, man.
Come on.
So you gotta walk as wise, not as fools.
Yeah, you gotta read the room. If you read the room, you know good and damn well them AR-15s, them pistols, they not finna carry you through this time.
Nope.
As the scripture said, the bow isn't gonna save you. You see? Everything that matters is the spirit of the Lord, man. That's our saving grace.
Plus, we gonna run out of bullets. Where gonna get your bullets from?
Right.
Shit, they got that.
You get Ephesians 6 and
guns,
11.
right? Now, what if another two-thirds bust in your house and take that gun from you, man, and put you to death with your own gun? You see that? That's
Hey.
why scriptures say, the Lord encamped around those that fear him, man. You see that? And a lot of these Israelites, they don't fear the Lord ultimately, man. They think the AR-15 or the Mac 11 or whatever the hell kind of bug out gun that they got gonna deliver them, man. You see that? You're sad they're mistaken.
Yeah. Really, the Hebrew Israelite movement, so-called, this thing of ours, is really a hustle for these guys.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the gimmicks to attract public attention, to get the views. Because ultimately, it goes back to that money that they get, man. You know, we find out niggas got Patreons or whatever you call, cash apps. You charge you for lessons, PayPals and all of that. You know what I'm saying? You're getting money out of the people through your gimmicks, man. You know?
What happens? Freely you receive, freely you give.
Come on.
Hey, you got that real quick?
Whatever y'all got, whoever got.
Nah, I'm looking at it on Apple TV.
Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, and ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Yeah, that's the spirit you're supposed to be in, man. Cover yourself with the spirit of Yahweh. And it starts with just losing out understanding and coming back and serving the Lord, man. That's how you're going to be protected and guided in these last days, man. Right. Read that again.
Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand the wiles of the devil.
The wiles of the devil, as the brothers is going into, all this weaponry that Esau Edom has that these people don't know about, man. And he's about to unleash unto the people, man. That's the different tactics and wiles of the devil. This food shortage, man. This crisis, man. How you gonna Rambo it out in your ass in 82 weeks, man? How you gonna do that and you ain't had no water, man? You gotta put your trust in the Lord, man. That's where our trust lies in Yahweh Shah.
I got one more perfect. Psalms 91:2.
Beautiful.
I will say the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress.
Yep.
My God, in him will I trust. Right, man, we put all our faith, hey, all our eggs going in the basket. How about you now, shot? Ain't no plan B, C, or D, man.
God.
Surely he shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Right, man. Like the brother said, hey, man, at the end of the day, how you gonna get out of the mischief, man? You ain't gonna shoot him down, man. That's that noisome pestilence, man. That's the game over switch, man. Where you gonna find out whether you win or whether you won or lost.
Jake's so weak. How you gonna do when the lights go out? When they really cut these damn lights out,
Internet.
all these goddamn people gonna bug out, man. Cause these people they think they gonna go to their little food and shit. When they cut the lights out, what is gonna protect you? Your generator ain't gonna last, man.
And Jake is an example of that. I know the brothers that played Call of Duty, I think it was Modern Warfare 2. you had, if you went on a certain kill streak, you had an option to nuke. When you hit the nuke thing, pretty much it will kill every player on the board, man. That's what's gonna happen. Most times, gonna hit that nuke button and destroy everybody, man. You know.
Last verse, verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Right, man. Hey, at the end of the day, the Lord's gonna be our protection, man. What is the shield and buckler? The shield and buckler is the protection, man. You know, hey, to protect you from the incoming danger. I got it.
Bring it up. It's Isaiah 40 and 31. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. Isaiah 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon Yahweh.
They that wait upon the Lord. You see that? That's why it's very important for you so-called blacks like you and Americans to wait on the Lord and come back to your power, man. Yahweh, send Yahweh side, man.
Shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles.
And how is someone going to mount up with eagles' wings? You see that? How is that going to happen? Somebody's going to put paper mache wings on your back, man. The Lord's going to give his men spiritual power out here. You see that? And even when we get to this lesson, take no one of these. You got to say something. You don't have faith.
They shall run and not be weary.
They shall run and not be weary, man. You see that, man? So we're going to be able to run and not be faint out here. You see that? So that's why we don't need no damn guns out here, man. You see that? But our people are sod as children, man. See that? Destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
And they shall walk and not faint.
They shall walk and not faint out here. See that? They ain't going to need no damn guns. We're going to have spiritual power, man. That's why I say, that's right, because you only get yourself so far. Cursing the man that's not right.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord. Yahweh fought for the Israelites back in the day. Moses, you know, right there at the Red Sea. And the Egyptians was coming, Most High did all fighting for them. They didn't have no weapons, nothing like that. Most High did. And I got which he will show you today. Same thing he gonna show you today. We ain't gonna pick up no arms and go against this common man Esau. Most High gonna do it.
Weapons our warfare are not carnal. That's Esau's blessing. He's a carnal man. The Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics, we're spiritual people. Our power is the true power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's not our job to go out here trying to ramble it up. We're supposed to just trust on the Lord. That's where our power lies.
Which he will show you today. For the Egyptians, whom you have seen today, you will see them again no more forever.
Just like in the time of old, man. Where these damn Egyptians at now? They over in Sudan, don't even know they're the real Egyptians. Because they why? The Most High took their ass out of power, man. What more so Esau and all these other nations, man? When they start to dwindle out of power, they gonna be just like the Egyptians of old, man. They ain't gonna know they was in power like that, man. They got to hear about it.
Verse 14, Exodus 14 and 14. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall fight for you, and he shall hold your peace.
Hey, that's what we're supposed to do. Hold our peace in these last days, man. Hold fast to the end. Hold fast to what that has been taught. We don't have to lift up weapons, man. All we have to do is put our trust in the Lord and not lean on our own understanding. Niggas is leaning on their own understanding. They think that the AR gonna save them. They think storing up food is gonna save them. They think the generator is gonna save them. No. In the day of our securities, thou shalt be destroyed. Our trust is in the Lord, man. We don't have nothing else but the Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man.
I got it. Jeremiah 23 and 29, it says, "Is not my word like as a fire, says the Lord, Yahweh shall power, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces." So that's all we need. We don't need to bear arms and stuff like that. Job esteemed the Lord's word for what is necessary for you.
say, woe to them that have lost patience. So you think your AR-15 and all this is going to save you? You lost patience, man.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's
right. I got you. It's the book of Psalm, chapter 27, verse 1. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is my light and my salvation. Did you hear that, man? Read it again. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? You see that? The reason why we're not worried about guns out there. See that? The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the strength of my life, not no damn AR-15. See that? Whom shall I be afraid? So we trust the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? We ain't worried about guns, we ain't worried about evil, we're not worried about the evil nation. Fear nothing, man. At the end of the day, hey, we gotta worry about that. So, hey, all we gotta do is keep clearing out our part.
Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 1. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots, and a people more than thou, be not afraid of them. For the Lord thy power is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be, when ye are come nigh into battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them. For the Lord your power is he that goeth with you and to fight for you against your enemies.
Yeah. Break that down as he reads. Yeah, break that down.
Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 1.
Beautiful.
When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies, and seest horses and chariots and people more than thou.
Right, we coming to that time right now, man. Hey, man, we already know, man. Esau gonna move these dead and night, use his military might, try to put the fear on brothers. Look, hey, don't come in like the bird just said, man. Hey, man, he gonna try to use his might, man, his physical might on
blessing.
the earth, man.
Esau uses his blessing. Yep.
Literally going like that.
Be not afraid of them.
Right, be not afraid of them, man. The Lord told us, hey, man, we don't got to be scared of these devils, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
For the Lord thy power is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Right, man. Hey, the Lord done been on our side, and we done conquered many a great, what is it called? Been the underdog of many a tales, man. You know? Hey, it's been times where Israel was supposed to be completely destroyed, man. But the Lord said that it wasn't his will. You know, he had us prevail wars, man. Hey, look at the story of David and the 300 men that took the war with him, man. You know, hey, man, he's all faithful to us, man. More than, hey, the Lord, the Lord is that ultimate trump card to trump all things.
That's the Lord said that he would make man, make one man turn 1,000
That's why it's beautiful. The Lord said the things that's written before time is written for our learning. We hear these different accounts that took place in our past lives, because we was, best believe, we was on the scene when a lot of these things were taking place. That was meant for our learning, man. That was a faith booster unto us in these times that we're living in now, man.
Hey, to know that the Lord wants
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 22. And it shall be, when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies.
Right, man, that's what we're doing right now, man. We're gearing our people up for the battle. They tell you in, what is that, Ezekiel 13, man, the day of the Lord shall be against the day of battle. You know, we're gearing our people up. The ones that we want to take heed, man. Because, hey, the trumpets of war being blown, man.
That's right.
You know, hey, not just, hey, on the spiritual war, but that's at a physical war, man. You know, hey, this stuff gonna come down amongst the people. It ain't nobody gonna be
I can still say how it's correct to the inhabitants of the earth. Right? He's about to come down on the whole world.
Yep. Can I bring this up? The whole world? This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in a city, and the people be not afraid? See, these people that's walking around, they don't really understand the magnitude is about to actually take place in the society. They don't understand what the prophecies of the scriptures, man. That's why they walk in blindness, man. That's why this is the multitude that's going to perish, man. It says, shall the trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? So these evils in these perilous times that we are speaking on, hey, you best believe the Lord is behind that, man. The Lord is behind the famine of food, the pestilence, the rise of the gas prices, all these different calamities that's about to take here in Babylon the Great. The Lord's hand is all in this, man. This is his will, man. This is why we said what? We have to hold fast until he come, man.
Proverbs
Want to walk?
16
Watch that side.
and verse 4.
Watch
The
that
Lord
side.
has made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the days of evil.
Right. He's going to use Esau as he's doing now. He's using the elites, these top devils, all right, the international bankers, all right, to bring chaos throughout society, man. So the Lord is behind it, man. Esau is the left hand, right? He's using this devil to bring the judgment, man. Right? Only he now will let it until he be taken out of the way. So Esau has to fulfill his role as the left hand before the Lord gets rid of him.
Yeah, he's doing a damn good job with that, man.
That's it.
Esau done. He called us, and he's pretty much created fear on the earth that you turn unto him. You know, hey man, he started off with 19 minutes. You know, hey, what did people do when they feared? They went ran and got his right, you know, and got to a position of no profit method, you know. So, hey, let's go to street. He saw what that dude, he's trying to make fear in the earth, man. But you feel him more than you feel
Verse 3. And shalt say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your heart faint, fear not, and do not tremble.
Right. Let not your heart faint. Hey, don't tremble. Hey, the Lord said he's with us. What do we have to fear?
We only got one thing to fear, and that's what we could lose. That crown. Only thing we should be fearing.
Neither be ye terrified because of this.
Don't let them come shaking in your knees when you start coming to vision. Number one, the Lord told us this was going to happen. So if you want to prepare yourself coming that close early, man, and you was going to hell off. You know, thinking shit is going to be sweet. Hey, pretty much tribulation so you can see the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah. Hey, the scripture say, think it not strange. You shouldn't be thinking strange when you see these things happen and coming to pass, man. You should already be aware of this. It shouldn't catch you. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be unaware of the prophecies, man. If you call yourself a man of the Lord. That's right. That's part of the walk. You know what I mean?
Coming with some temptation of fear, man. Hey, man, you gonna lose this. You gonna be kicked out of my society. You gonna die. That's the temptation that the devil finna come with. The fear, man.
Deuteronomy 24. For the Lord your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you.
Right, man. So at the end of the day, that's who gonna bring the fight to this devil, man. Not us, man. Not us, Toby Smith and Wesson, and none of that bullshit, man. Hey, the Lord gonna fight for us in that day, man. So all we gotta do is what, man? Keep the faith in him. Keep the faith in him. You got that for me up to Revelation?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and faith of our shop.
Right, man. We keep the patience, we keep the faith in the commandments. And that's all we gotta do, man. There wasn't nothing about gearing up, man. Hey, we gear up with the battle with the spiritual armor and all that shit. I'm telling you, we got that Ephesians 6 and 11. That's our armor, man. That's how we gear up, man. We keep putting on this word and this truth, and we keep building up our spiritual gift for heaven.
What happened to how this scripture go in? I want to say this. One verse is correct. I want to say the Lord said, put on the helmet of salvation.
Oh yeah, we just read
Ephesians
6.
You're on the whole army.
That's one of the back of the it's Isaiah 25:9. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our God. And we have waited for him. Right, man. So when we out here doing this work, man, hey, we keeping ourselves occupied in the work of the Lord until the day the Lord decides to come back and vindicate us, man. hey, and fight for our cause, man. Put us as the true people that we are, man. Put us back as kings and priests on the earth. For he will save us. This is the Lord that we have waited for, and will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. Right, man. So we waiting on the Lord for salvation, man. Ain't nothing else for us to do, man. To occupy in the word and wait for the Yahweh to shine. That's it.
Look at Psalm chapter 18. I will love thee, O Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, my strength. The Lord Yahweh is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, O my power. You are the Lord Yahweh Shai. Come get us, save us, protect us, fight our battles. You don't give a damn about, the guns and all that stuff. We're waiting on Yahweh to do all that for us. He's our rock and our fortress, our deliverer, and our power. My strength in whom I will trust. We're going to trust him. 1:30 waking up, get out of the street, out the street, preaching, teaching all how we trust him. My buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies.
Negro Latino Native Americans, you fail to realize you have enemies, man. Negro Latino Native Americans, you actually have biblical enemies. And it's shown proof that your enemies hate your ass, man. Through their works, man. We're trying to be saved from our enemies, man. That's the salvation, is to be saved from the hand of those that hate us, man. Not to be trying to be joined hand in hand with their ass, man. That never worked. When have we ever joined hand in hand with the heathen and it actually worked? I'll wait. It never worked, man. We always get smoted through, man. But the Lord has risen up a remnant that's not going to trust in this damn devil anymore. That's actually going to call this devil out for his damn wickedness, man. Let's get it, man. Isaiah 10 and 20, man. It's going to put the spirit on Jake to come out of that dead state, man. Stop trusting in these goddamn devils, man. What the hell you got to trust in Esau for, man? He's done. This damn kingdom's finished, man. America's the fuck out of here. You better live it up.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
Hold it, we're gonna read it again, but it's saying that the Israelites is gonna come out of the mindset of trusting in their oppressor, man. Let's break it down layman terms for you niggas. The Israelites, the Negro Latino Native Americans, is not gonna trust on him that's been heavily oppressing him since they've been in this land, man. So let's read it again, bro, about the shot.
Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
So the Israelites, the remnant of the Negro Latino Native Americans, are going to separate themselves from Esau Edom, man. As far as what? Mentally, man. Not thinking like the so-called white man. Actually coming back and serving Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. That's what the remnant of the nation of Israel is going to do, man. Start cleaving unto their power, man. Not trusting in the Esau Edom, the oppressor, man, but trusting in their power. Why? Because we have seen what the results of trusting on Esau Edom have done to our people, man. Perpetual genocide, man. Always doing what? Trying to figure out a way to keep us in a degenerate state, man. That's why the remnant is separated from this devil, man.
Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Right? So, hey, fleeing out of the midst of this place, I couldn't trust Hey, man, all these different ideologies, and they all come back to Babylon. The only true way is to how about be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense. So the judgment of the Lord is about to hit the earth. Are you going to sit here and trust in this devil like the brother's going to do that? You going to trust in Esau, and he don't know the way to get around and vengeance and judgment of how about you guys say? Or you going to trust in the Lord and say, hey, be from this place, man. Turn unto him. And the scriptures say, never trust God. See that?
Hey.
Never.
Also, it talks about the that Egyptians, their strength in that day will be to sit still. So when all hell breaks loose, Esau gonna be cool as fuck. He ain't gonna help your ass. You see those demons that he been communicating with, they ain't gonna help his ass.
He can't help himself.
That's right.
Because he don't have any power like you niggas think. Esau, even that power was given unto this devil. Because if you look at it, these devils can't take a Jake down. One nigga can beat up 3 Edomites, man. So let's be real. So you know it had to be divine intervention for this devil to take us down, man. The spirit of the Lord, the anger of the Lord was on that devil to conquer us, man. Because this is the Lord's movie, man. Somebody grab me Isaiah 59:11, man.
Oh, Proverbs 21:1.
Also, this devil here, this power was given to him. And I just put the Job chapter 9, verse 24, earth is given to the hands. Except the God has this devil here, he ain't done nothing special. All the damn rule and power, all the damn rule power that you have was given unto you. Okay? So why the hell would you want to trust in someone like this? You want to trust in someone that's not going to ultimately receive salvation. You see that?
Can't save himself.
Isaiah 13:14. They shall come, they shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. And they shall every man turn to his own people, and every one into his own land.
That chase road goes back to meeting with up dead bodies.
It's like a deer.
It's like a baby deer. So in that time, man, hey, man, these Edomites is going to be like a chase road, man, with predators on every side. Say, man, hey, really, he's losing his power over the nations, man. Hey, these nations hate him, man. Hey, he's losing power to deceive everybody, man. So, hey, he in that time, man, where, hey, he's about to be completely destroyed.
Ultimately, he's going to become the hunter. Because at the end of the day, this man has policed the whole world into thinking that everybody is afraid of him, man. And that day is going to come out. For sure, that other nations are going to turn their anger on him. He's going to become the prey. He's going to become the hunter. Right? The roles are going to reverse.
Yep. The predator is going to become the prey.
Exactly.
Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoileth, and thou wast not spoiled.
Who was the one spoiling everybody? Who's been smoting everybody and stealing, man? The damn Esau, man. The fucking devil, man.
Hammer of the earth.
The hammer of the earth. The scripture speaks on how the whole the hammer of the earth is cut asunder, man. But that's the so-called white man, man. Keep on.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Because Esau, he don't put on that damn look at that culture personality on. Like he really was here for your cause. Like he's so humane. He's here to protect you. But all along, this nigga always have a hidden agenda.
Words are smooth and butter.
Yeah. He always have a hidden agenda while he over in fucking Africa. I'm trying to save them. But you put the shit over there. The Hamites wouldn't die from that shit. You put the shit over there. You came with the problem, now you come with the solution, man.
You recall, what was it? Air?
Yep.
Had AIDS in it. Fast and clean is something really vile in the medicine. And instead of throwing that shit away, what they do? They throw it over there in the land of Africa.
They made a profit.
And they said, we don't sell this shit.
They made a profit. And they knew about it. And that's how you know Esau, he was talking about white man. It's a problem on the earth. See, they knew about it. And they knew it was a cause that was due to their country. Did they care? No, they wanted to make a profit of it.
Yeah, what they do, they turn around and talk to these Jacobs and HIV. These niggas out here spread HIV.
Yeah.
And lead cause of it.
Yep.
But not knowing that, hey, not telling us that, hey, man, this is devil's medicine and he's doing it's causing all this.
Created.
It's the ideology that sets Jacob to go into that lifestyle.
When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. Thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously,
Then shall deal treacherously with thee.
And this is what you're seeing. All the nations deal treacherously with thee now, you saw. All the other nations are isolating your ass, man. The nations don't want to deal with you anymore, man. The nations see that you cannot be trusted, man. Everything that you've done has been some backdoor deals, man. You're always in somebody's affairs. You're always in somebody's foreign affairs, like you trying to police the earth. But we know, guess what? The spirit of the body, Yahweh Shai, that was your lot, man. The Most High gave the earth over until Esau even for a period of time to police the earth, man. That was his job to do that, man, for a small season, man. But now all the atrocities is falling upon your own head, man. And you see that, and it's gonna come down to your grievous, man.
Yeah, the world is waking up to all of his manipulation tactics. Yep. You know? Right. Yep. Right. Yep.
Isaiah 14:6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, and he that ruled in anger is persecuted and none hindered.
And that democracy is a continuous stroke, man. Because that democracy leads to death, man. You go in somebody else's land and you push this wicked ass fucking way of living to these people, the Western way, which leads to death. And now you look at this society, it looks just like a goddamn fucking America. It just look like America, it look like a city of America, man. And that's wicked, man. And that's why the Lord's gonna do what? He's gonna put that anger on all these other nations to turn upon you, man. It's gonna be like
85. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
He spoiled all the nations because he's the only one that has embassies in all these other countries, man. Over 200-300 countries, he has his embassies, his military stationed there, man, as their land. And that's what it is. That basically is the land. That's our land within your land. And that's wicked as hell, man.
What did the scripture say? It said the wicked shall send tokens of his quantity order or something like that.
And that's what he done, man. He set up all his military and his embassies all over the land. Calling everybody foreign affairs, man, and making them central bank, man. That central bank, that debt, that's what we have done to these nations, man. Came over there trying to build up their so-called agriculture. But at the same time, you ain't do nothing but steal the resources from the land, man. That's all the damn Edomites, so-called white people do. They don't fucking come with their own adventures. They steal shit.
That Ronald Reagan, what he say? He said, hey, the most beautiful thing you can hear from the U.S. government is we're together, we're here to help. Why would he tell you that?
Yeah,
so when these people come out and tell these other countries that shit, they gotta have that look.
Yeah, because help is the war is disguised as help. Yeah. So war is in its heart. Right. Look what happened when the crown came. When Crown 99 came.
Heart attacks, like 10 years old.
Mystery deaths.
We don't know where that's coming from.
Mystery deaths.
Right. After being basically paralyzed, man, we know he took shit.
Yeah, he took.
When this shit starts affecting these high-name people in society, that's how you gonna know that this shit is all rules, man. Yeah.
There's thousands of cases that they're being sued about because people dying, the side effects and all that.
They finally paid out of all these people that took that like these last couple of years. They finally compensated somebody. The motherfucker, he ain't got no limbs. He can't even. His hand is like this. His feet, he walking. He an Edomite and shit. Funny, but at the same time, that's what happened when they took that piss, man.
On top of that, they got a new disease called sudden adult syndrome. People just drop dead. That's normal.
That's why the scriptures say, "Woe to you that trust in Egypt." Yeah.
The scripture said, "Cursed be the man that trusts in man." I got to put this is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, like a foot to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I came that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
Thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. You look at these damn Edomites, that's what they've done all over the world.
see that? That's why we so-called black Americans. Wake up, right? Snap out of it.
Right.
The book of Job, chapter 20, verse 5. That the triumph of the wicked is short.
And that's what we're telling you Negroes in Native America, that the triumph of the wicked is short, man. This devil wasn't meant to rule forever, man. As you can obviously see, he ain't built for that shit, man. He is not equipped to be ruling forever. Never, man. He can barely uphold this little bit of years he done been blessed with, man.
This place is coming. He was able to establish this bullshit for this short amount of time. He's already
And corrupted kingdom is not going to last forever. He's ruling off of fraud and corruption. Eventually, that always comes to an end. Right.
The triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
And everybody knows the so-called white man is the biggest hypocrite known to man. Hypocrite goes back to an act. He's a man, he always front, man. He comes up with these damn agendas and these plots and schemes, and at the end of the day, he knows what the cause and problem is going to be, man. He's the one that's doing this shit, man. The so-called white man, the devil, man. Keep going.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds.
His satellites, his so-called his new Space 6, what is it, new branch, Space Force. Keep going.
Yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung.
And this is what's coming to the so-called white man. He's going to perish forever like his own dung. That's biblical, man. Showing that the churches is not reading Esau, even the so-called white man, future judgment for what they have done to the Negro, Latin, Native Americans, and Hispanics, man, and what they have done to the earth, man. Keep going.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Where is he, man? Where is this so-called high-esteemed Edomite? Where is that Alexander the Great that you spoken of? Where is he? He ain't gonna be found, man. Keep going.
He shall fly away as a dream.
He's gonna be flying away as a dream. This so-called American lifestyle, it's gonna be as a fucking nightmare in the kingdom, man. It's gonna be as a fucking nightmare. Because that's all it is for the Negro, Latin, Native Americans in this shithole, man. A goddamn nightmare, man. Keep going.
And shall not be found.
It shall not be found, man. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about this bullshit ass America in the kingdom of heaven. You damn Edomites gonna be in slavery. You ain't gonna be talking, man. Ain't gonna be no talking in the kingdom of heaven, man. Ain't nobody gonna talk about the fucking great America. What the fuck is great about this place? Rape, rob, and murder? Or the Israelites? And then lie? And then lie and say you are the Most High? Ain't nothing great about that. That's a fucking abomination. You devils got some nerve, man. Keep going.
Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
He's gonna be chased away as a vision of the night. Keep going.
The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
The eye which I saw him shall see him no more. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about your lame ass Mount Rushmore, what these fucking pedophiles and goddamn rapists and murderers done to the Negro, Latin, Native Americans, and you uplift they nasty ass by putting them on a dollar bill after they was some sort of high esteemed individuals, man. When they was wicked as all hell, man. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about that shit in the kingdom of heaven, man. Keep going.
Neither shall his place anymore behold him.
Neither shall his place anymore behold him. Because America is going to get hit with ICBM missiles. Thus said the Bible, man. Thus said the scripture. Ain't going to be no America no more. Ain't nobody going to go, oh, that was a great America. No. You ain't gonna, that's going to be a place that was done that was wicked, and the Lord destroyed that ass and made it a fucking example, man. That's what it's going to be known for, man.
When you really go into it, that's all his remnant all over the earth. There's not going to be no sign that Edomite ruled ever. Nope. So all these different countries that Esau has reigned in, put his monuments up, all that shit's going to be destroyed when the house shall return.
Scripture say he shall have no name.
Exactly.
So your reputation or your so-called reputation and your status and what you have on this side is going to be eradicated. It's going to be non-existent.
That's why, like Cosmo was going into, man, people are going to be in awe when they are told that the Edomite once had the earth in fear, man. You know, that's going to be hard to believe in the kingdom.
That's why we say it's time for new management.
Yeah.
Sirach the 10th chapter. It's time to set with the one that's a prophet.
This nigga about to get fired, man.
Nigga big, it's overdue. You keep talking to the nigga, he's still fucking up.
And it's fitting to have Donald Trump being president. Upload that meme.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 11. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it.
And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion, and all the stones of emptiness. You know, so I want to bring it out, man. You know, just lie back on the touch about the ball, man. Once this place is destroyed, that's it, man. You ain't gonna look over here and say this is Charlotte, right? And over here and say this is New York. No, man, none of that. You see that, man? So this place is ready to be destroyed by this.
Isaiah 14:12. How have thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning, right? In heaven, hey, this is heaven right now. This is heaven. And this bullshit right here, man, GMO society, he's on heaven. Hey, he loves it. How about thou cut down to the ground and let us begin to nation? Hey, he's got all nations. He's put his stamp all over the world. But God has said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt thy throne in the stars of the house. I will sit in the mount of the congregation on the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Right, man. That's what he's playing himself up to be right now. Hey, man, every time December roll around, hey, man, all you got to disrespect this man. Hey, he making known who God is. I'm God, man. And God like me, he agrees with my philosophy. God loves the homo.
Because he said he should sit over the congregation of the land of the north. He thinks because he's ruling over the Israelites, he's in the position of being the God. In the land of the north was North America. So now he thinks, and I got the Israelites in my possession, so I must be like the Most High, man. Nah, man, the Most High gave us over to your hand because you rebelled against your house by Chanel shop. But it was only meant for a period of time, man. When we coming out that time, the Most High flipping things upside down, man.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit.
And that's what's coming for you Edomites, man. You're going to get thrown in your goddamn that captivity and then put in the damn pit, man. That's what's coming for Esau here, man. A goddamn pit. That's where he's going to be inhabited before we get out that damn plantation, man.
They that see thee shall never look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdom? Right, man, they don't look at this the man that was ruling over everybody, that was calling shots. Hey, man, put people to death, man, shedding blood all across. That's the lowest state. When the Lord come back and since his judgment, that's the lowest state you're going to be in. And people really look at you like, I got this shit, man. Hey, man, you can go back to your base one that you really are, which you really never left. That semblance of power that you had in the earth, hey, man, that shit be negative. That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Jumping back, verse 17. And that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prison. Right, man. Hey, make the world a wilderness. They know what those missiles are. Hey, with that thermonuclear fire. They control and rule the world with those missiles. Hey, they refuse to let the Israelites go, man. You know, hey, don't believe, man. This don't talk that shit. These ain't wouldn't let Jake go no goddamn way. These ain't wouldn't let Jake go nowhere, man. That would have destroyed the fucking country. Hey, man, we was gonna be prisoners on this earth under this government regardless. You know, we was never gonna have sovereignty under this government. Hey, the Lord set it up that way. You know? Now we keep going. Verse 18. All the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. So thou art cast to thy grave like an abominable branch. Right, man. At the end of the day, hey, we gonna let the other nations, they gonna have their land upon land, man. Hey, they ain't gonna be kings like the same way the Israelites gonna be kings, man. Hey, you know, hey, their kings gonna bow down to the lowest Israelite, man, in that day. But hey, they still gonna have their land, man. They still gonna have a place to dwell on the earth, man. But Esau gonna be that forever vagabond, man. You know, and he ain't gonna get no respect in the earth, man. He's gonna be that abominable branch, man. He's gonna keep going. And as a raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, they go down to the stones and of the pit, as a cartridge trodden underfoot. All right, man, he's going to be the lowest state. He's going to look at it as a dead body. You know what I'm saying? Something vital, man. That's the way the Lord made it. It's the vow.
It's very level. I made sure I put it there so you can see. Hey, jump.
Oh, yeah, I was
Here's the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor.
You see that amongst these so-called Edomites, man. They try to seek the poor, try to get Jake some money, set up these different types of foundations, try to help Jake, man. Fuck that shit, man. You want your, hey, the Most High want the Israelites know, I'm not gonna put this on camera, but the Israelites know what we desire, man. That's your ass some change. That's fucking change. That's what we desire, man.
And his hands shall restore their goods.
Yeah, he tried to set up these different foundations, trying to help Jake out. Hey, what's that prophet? This kid got like 3 times.
His bones are full of sin of his youth.
His bones are full of sin of his youth. That's in his blood. And all these abominations, wicked things, right there in his head.
We shall lie down with him in the dust. Now wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue.
Dog, wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. And we see that amongst Esau, man. I have black friends. I'm for the cause, my brother. Black Lives Matter, but at the end of the day, they don't, you go into their neighborhoods and they're going to show you how they really fucking feel about your war is always in his devil's heart, man. Keep going. That's right.
They always have evil in the back.
Right. Esau has always had evil intentions towards us.
Verse 13. Though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his mouth is turned. It is in the gall of ass within him. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall swallow them up again.
And that's what's coming, man. Because all these so-called riches that these Edomites has took over, even it comes back to the Israelites, you're going to swallow that shit up. All the riches you done stole, all the resources, all the gold, and all the things you done stolen from the nation of Israel, you best believe it, when Yahweh Shah cracked them clouds, when you eat and call Jesus, you going to cough them up, man. Right back up. And we're talking mainly about the elites. Because these modern day Edomites is walking around, they ain't got no damn money, man. If you had some bread, you wouldn't be walking around, man. But we're talking about the elites of this society, man. You Edomites gonna die in this Jacob trouble. We're talking about the main elites, the top, the creme de la creme. They gonna cough that shit up, man. Keep going.
He has swallowed down riches. He shall vomit them up again.
And that's what you about to see, man. When Yahweh Shah come on the scene, that 144,000, and we've risen up them bodies, we're gonna round his ass up. We're gonna take all them riches back, man. Everything he done took, we're gonna take it back, man.
Can I say something? I actually had a dream that it seemed like I went into this cave, and when I went into the cave, there was so much gold in there, you know, that was stored in there, and you know, so like how the brothers read, man, you know, all the riches and all that gold and all that stuff that you doubled and took, you're gonna have to give it all up, man. You see that?
What you think the Ark of Titus was about?
That's right.
They took us down, man. What they take? They took about everything we had, man. So what you think the Most High is gonna do? And he's gonna put the spirit on Yahweh Shai. We're gonna take all that shit back.
Yeah, all the gold that's in Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Our stuff from the Byzantine Empire that's under the Vatican. They got all of our artifacts from our past kingdom, man.
They get James 5:1.
Yep. They think they're gonna be the Phoenix and rise up and build back better. No, man. The build back better plan comes with the nation of Israel. It doesn't come to you, Esau.
That's right.
Your build back better sucks. This is terrible, man. You trying to build back better Rome, this shit was horrible, man.
No, so they should build, but I will tear it down.
That's right, man. You got that James 5:1. Esau, in his little puny mind, he think he's gonna rule forever. And that's contrary with the scripture says.
See, he's a one-trick pony though. If he had any smarts about him, he see that how he ruled Rome and how Rome fell. that shit didn't prosper. So how are you gonna come into America with the same game plan, thinking that this shit's gonna succeed a second time? Yeah? You know,
It's eatable.
all you niggas know how to do is go left.
James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
That's speaking on the elites of the society, man. Rothschilds, DuPonts, the Yankees, the Oppenheimers, the ones that actually own the real resources of the world, man. That own your ass. Keep going.
Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
Yeah, because it's not going to profit you in the day of wrath, man. All these resources and things you have stolen from the nations and the nation of Israel, what is that going to do in the day of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man? Nothing. Keep going.
And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last day.
Now, all the treasures you got heaped up unto yourself is actually for the last days, man. The Lord going to make you count them up. You're going to vomit them up, as the scripture said, man. You're going to vomit all the riches up, man. Keep going.
Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud.
And that's speaking on the Israelites, man. Hey, who's the hire of the laborers, man? The ones that build up your society, man. Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. And you kept back the society by fraud, man. Like the brother said, anytime we build, you always trying to infiltrate and throw that shit down, man. You set up redlining, you set up all these different things, these penal codes, where Jake is heavily policed throughout society. Credit scores and shit. Knowing Jake credit scores, as soon as he fucking apply for a cell phone, nigga got 400, 200 credit score, man.
Yeah, this nigga had the nerve to make an IQ test, man.
Yeah.
And then go up off his standard, so he's saying that niggas are stupid.
The so-called wage gap.
Yeah.
Because you have to have a certain income to live in certain areas or to afford a certain place. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jake is in poverty in the ghettos, the slums, and the worst neighborhoods. That's all by design, man. You know?
Right. Pushed a way of life on our people that pretty much you'll never escape from that, man. That's why you look at our people, their moms are fully set in things they know, they continue in the way that we set up for them. The way to see them right into them. You know, because I remember coming up with Jake, and I thought we were supposed to go to jail and be hood rat niggas in the street and shit like that. That was the way that was pushed onto me. That was the way I saw it, you know? So and that's the way that's pushed on a lot of our people.
Yeah, with his music, his movies, like Boys in the Hood, Men's in Society. You know, they pushed this thug nigga lifestyle on our people thinking that's our way.
That's black culture. That's black culture.
Right. That's why I made this, continue going to these devils how they live.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. You see that? So you devils here, you got a lot of pride because you got riches, so-called control the earth. And what you devils don't realize is that imagine having everything, and then within an hour, all of that being taken away, man. You see that? You're gonna go from
you're gonna go to riches and rags.
There you go.
You ain't going to rags and riches. That's our story.
There you go.
You're going to riches and rags.
I got another one. Keep going. This is the book of Micah, chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 12. For the rich man thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Therefore also will I make thee sick and smitten thee, in making thee desolate because of thy sins. So I just want to touch on that, man, because your riches are not going to profit you, man. You see that? All the years that you spent gathering and stealing and everything, right? All of that is going to come back to us, man. You see that? In the name of Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. You know, so.
James 5:4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are answered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
The Lord of armies, man. How about Shemel Shah, man?
Because we sign a crime for all the abomination that we done in the midst of us, man. And the Lord is what? He hears our cries, man. The scriptures say the righteous cries, prayers pierce the clouds. The angels taking the prayers up to the Heavenly Father, man, to the altar, man. Wow. Keep going.
God, he has lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanted.
And that's what Esau have done. He has lived in pleasures, man. Ain't no nigga ain't been on no damn yacht, man. Ask a nigga when the last time he been on the boat. You asked the Edomite, I was in the boat last week, you know. They do everything, man. They live in pleasures, man. They're not in trouble as other men, as the scriptures say, man. This is their world, man. Keep going.
He has nourished their hearts as in the day of slaughter.
Yep.
He has condemned and killed the just.
And that's what Esau done, man. Esau has condemned and killed the just. Anytime you look on some type of thing that's going on in the so-called community, they put a Negro or Latin American face up as the problem, man. And when they talk about these fucking Edomites going up in places and bang, bang, gunning down, he has a mental illness. He has something was going on wrong at home, and this is why he did that, trying to justify that nigga wickedness and shit, man. But let Tyrone shoot at the gas station, and a couple niggas get shot. He's a thug, he's a problem. What's going on in Chicago is a problem. But nah, Esau, you the fucking problem, man.
It showed the hypocrisy of this dude,
Yeah.
man. Because now he's trying to label, when Jake shoot each other in the hood, they're trying to label that a mass shooting now too. That shit been going on forever, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Esau's a fucking...
His get out of jail free card is what they call it, being affluent. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how you pronounce it, affluent. You know?
And it proves to you that he's the damn devil, because this devil make the guns, man.
Yeah.
You see that?
And he put him in the hood.
That's right.
It was a video with Harvey. The little niggas in Chicago. Them niggas had about 40 guns in the fucking book bag, man. Ain't none of them niggas got jobs, none of that shit. Dude, fuck, they be all the fucking guns, man. Hey, but Esau just in a bag or a crate somewhere. Niggas keep going back and they just keep loading up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here, little nigga ain't got no money to stay in the project. He got 4 guns. He got
snipe on it, got the laser on it.
Hey, he got $6,000, $7,000 worth of guns, man. Niggas stay in the project out.
Yeah, just like that bang bang. I don't like to say it on camera will take place in Texas. They totaled up the arsenal that this motherfucker, that nasty motherfucker had. This nigga, he ain't had no job. He was probably 17, 18. He ain't had no job, but he had over 2,000, about 3,000 worth of magazines and guns. Right. How the hell he get that shit?
It was on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Hey, each one of those rifles was like $6,000. And then he drove a $72,000 truck to go commit the deed.
Man,
come on, man. You ain't gonna tell me Esau ain't the devil, man.
You said all that shit.
Job 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Moses shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of Adam. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
He's not going to see the
That's it too. That's what's called.
That's not it. Keep going.
That which he labored for shall he restore.
He's not going to get to enjoy his kingdom. His kingdom is coming, it's down, it's falling, man. It's falling. Babylon is done. Keep going. He's not going to get to enjoy all these resources and shit he done conquered, all these little fucking nasty ass agendas he want to do. He ain't going to get to do it, man.
When he's about to fill his belly.
Yeah, that's what we about to get to. Keep going.
That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his subject shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
He's not going to get to enjoy this so-called New World Order. He's not going to get to, man. Keep going.
Because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor. Because he had violently taken away a house which he built it not.
And that's how you think he got America, man. He took away a house that he built it not, man, and then got the nerve to want to celebrate the shit. And get mad if your kid, and tell your kids to stand up and put their hand on their chest for it, man. Showing that he's the goddamn devil, man. Keep going.
Shit, they get mad at you when you don't want to.
Yeah, and they got fucking kick a nigga out the league for the atrocity that you're doing to his people, man. It's showing they a fucking devil, man.
Yeah, take a knee.
Yeah, because he took a knee for crime, for police brutality. Nigga, you doing it. What you gonna do about it? Oh, he's a problem because he don't want to see his own people get their ass shot and beat up, man. He don't want to see the Rodney King special every day, man. Come on, man. Keep going.
Surely He should not feel quietness in his belly. He should not save of that which he desires.
He's not going to flourish in his society, man. It's coming, it's falling, man. It's not going to be no phoenix rising from the ashes of the Edomites, man. Keep on.
Job 20 and 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
No man shall look for his goods. Hey, once America is took down, it's down, man. And that's what you're about to see, man. This place is falling morally, spiritually, economically. Everything is a system is falling, man. Somebody grab me Isaiah 24:10. Everything in society has been falling and trodden down. Somebody get Ecclesiastes 20. You see that?
Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24, verse 10. And I will send the sword and famine and the pestilence among them, so they be consumed from off the land that I gave unto them and to their fathers.
Isaiah 25.
Oh,
Isaiah 24?
Yeah,
Isaiah 24:10. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down.
And this is the place of confusion, man. You got men wanting to be women, women wanting to be men. This shit is nothing but confusion, man. And it's being broken down, man, through the Spirit. Keep going.
Every house is shut up.
Every house is going to be shut up very, very soon. You already had when the Crown Warrior 99 hit, a lot of people was losing their businesses, man. A lot of people was losing their jobs. That's about to really hit the fan when these prices of gas go up, man. You already got, I think the Edo was speaking on last night, you got about 80,000 truckers that's saying fuck it. Because they can't afford to live like that, man. They can't afford to live it, man. They're not bringing any money.
They losing money from actually working.
Yeah,
that gas is like thousands of dollars, man.
Yeah, they're not actually making a profit, man. They gotta, like the elder said, they're gonna have to actually work 24/7 to actually try to make a profit, man.
Well, not what the gas prices are is, the only way they would make a profit is if the price of the loads go up. And the price of the loads go up, the price of the products go up. That's the everyday market people. So here it is, hey, pretty much this place is through, man.
This place is good.
Ultimately, that's a plague, man. You see that? Just like how Elder was talking about it. A lot of you jakes out here ain't riding around with your damn AC and all that on out here, man. Now you sitting there sweating. See that?
Man, it came out too. They said the truckers, they can't find diesel, man. You know, so a lot of them having to park their trucks because they can't find gas, man.
Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10 again. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. Our joy is dark.
Because there's going to be a time when people really going to be trying to seek us, man. Seek what we were speaking on. They're going to try to seek the truth. And wine represents this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They're going to be seeking for it in these last days, man. Keep going.
The mirth of the land is gone.
America, hey, this place ain't fun no more. It ain't fun land as you once thought it was. You can run around and do what the hell you want, man. Nah, you just getting grabbed up, man. You can barely move around like you want to. Why? Because the gas prices shooting through the roof. Niggas can't hold the cookout because goddamn you can't afford to because you goddamn live check to check now. And like they said, man, once this damn far as this energy crisis really hit, niggas got to stop living. They gonna have to goddamn shack up. They ain't gonna be afford. Light bill gonna be the same price as the damn rent soon,
That's
man.
already happening now.
Yeah.
I saw an article talking about basically the new wave is living with strangers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ran across an article where they said the gas prices now, I think it's like $6 or $7 a gallon. That price there surpasses the national minimum wage rate, man. You see that? This place is done, man. Just like that.
That merch will be cut off real soon, man. Ain't gonna be no beer in the comments picture on season. He'll be out here travailing like a goddamn woman.
And that show that Esau done, man, he know this word is get to him. Cause that's 3 times today the Edomites has come up trying to be tough. Cause they know they get cut in the spirit. Like we say, they know their kingdom's falling. So now Esau wants to get carnal and he want to show his ass. But at the end of the day, hey, you through, Esau. So like we say, live it up. Because at the end of at the end of the day, we know that our power exists. And your false ass guys is not gonna do anything for you, man.
That's right.
Ain't nothing gonna come for your help when all shit break loose in the society. You Edomites are finished, man. Jump back, man.
John 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
And this is what you about to see, man. Once Esau, Edom, these damn elites really get everything in their hands, as far as getting everybody with the paragma, getting everybody with the juice packet, everybody in the system, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in straits, man. Why? Because Yahweh Shai is gonna fuck his plans up, man. But that's one thing Esau, Edom actually don't want to speak on when Yahweh Shai make that appearance and fuck everything up, man. The scripture saying 1 hour, he's gonna destroy this damn place, man. And Esau's gonna get rounded up, man. So it says in the fullness of his sufficiency, he should be in straits, man. Because he know he don't want Yahweh Shai to come back, man. The scripture say, hey, hide us from the face of the Lamb. He gonna be on the rocks, he gonna be so afraid. Because they know once he get him, he gonna round their ass up. That's what's coming to an Edomite, man. Servitude, man. Slavery. Forever. Forever. Forever, ever. That's what's coming to you Edomites, man.
Let me keep going.
John 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of the wrath upon him, and shall rain upon the lions eat.
And that's what's coming, man. When Esau Edom about to fill that belly, when he really think he accomplished his new world order, the Most High is gonna do what? He's gonna fuck his plans up, man. He's gonna send forth his beloved son Yahweh Shai to destroy your so-called, your meaningless plans that you really think you're gonna accomplish, man. That's right. And that's what's coming, man. So like we tell you Edomites, man, now is the high time you need to be living up your society, man, and actually enjoying it, man. Filling up the tank and just driving around your beloved America. Because it's coming to, hey, you're in a time when you ain't gonna actually see this place no more. Your ass is gonna get destroyed and round and put it in chains, man. They'll say the scriptures, man. And you nigga Latin Native Americans, you need to wake the hell up, man, and get out of that dumbed down state. I actually think this place is gonna keep prospering and going the way it's going. This place is done, man. You need to be separating yourself from the ways in this world, man, and get right in tune with the scriptures, man. Thus said the Bible, man. Brothers got anything else?
2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 44. Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory. So there's no way out for Esau and these heathen, man. And there's no way to circumvent this prophecy that has Israel rising up and becoming the true rulers of his planet.
What if they did? They wanted to copy it and say, destruction of him that keep on everything on the earth. 2 Ezra 4:28. But concerning the things whereof thou askest, I will tell thee, for evil is sown, but the destruction therefore is not yet come. Right? For the destruction of the temple. So we know that in days when righteousness is being set, we know that righteousness is going to flood the earth and become a rulership. The first one must come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where evil is sown pass not away, then cannot come that which is sown with good. Right? So without the destruction of this wicked evil place, hey, the good can't come. So that's why this place has been free falling and pretty much it's got empty ground, man. So that there's good rulers among the earth.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the world with cities. You see that, man? So this is the fate for you damn Edomites out here, man. You see that? Verse 22. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord. Verse 23. I also will make it a possession for the bittern and the pools of water. And I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. You see that, man? So this place here ultimately is going to be destroyed by ICBM missiles, man. You see that? This place here is going to be completely desolate. So just like how the brother Tazamot Bar was saying, man, you might well fill your tank up and drive around the country, man. You see that? Because your time is short.
Let's go down. Verse 10. Speaking to the Edomites. Without violence against thy brother Jacob, 12 tribes of Israel. Shame shall come to thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Woo. So, since y'all gonna violence against the Israelites, Most High gonna cut y'all off and put you in slavery. Got 1,000 years, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna build up our down cities. You're gonna bow down. You're gonna bow down. You're gonna bow down.
Intergalactic slavery. What they call it? Intergalactic slavery.
Hey, end of the day, the Lord willing, I'm going to out. This lesson is edified through the Spirit. We want to close it out by saying, Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Come on, it's all preaching is truth, our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
From Yasharallah.
From Yasharallah.
Bob.
This word.